And we are live. Hopefully we're live. I have to double check. But welcome people
Yes.
who are coming in. This is Motzi from the Hinay podcast, which you would know because you are on the Hinay account. We are doing a 3 hour drawing live stream, just a chill chat, a chill draw and chat with some other horror creators here. And we're doing this so that we can fundraise for the High Night podcast, the rest of Act 3. And we're doing pretty well so far. But for those of you who are already here, please introduce yourselves.
You want to go first, Athan?
I was gonna let you go first. I was gonna
Okay,
let you do
yeah.
it.
I'm Landon Wisnant. Most people know me as Lemon. I make Auditorium, and I am the creative lead for the Stygian Catalyst Network. So I work on a lot of shows.
Nice. And
Claps and snaps.
yes. And Lemon came on not knowing that we were streaming. Just
Yep.
kind of came on and was like,
Yep.
"Oh, a stream," and I was like, "Yeah, come on, hang out. This is a chill stream." And Athan, would you like to introduce yourself and what you
Yep.
do?
Yep. My name is Athan. I am most notably known as Troy in Wobegon, and I guess I also make the Grotto on the side.
I guess so, maybe.
I guess I do that.
Do you? Awesome.
I think I might.
Mhm. You might what?
No, I think I might make the show.
Oh,
Possibly.
maybe. You're
And
not sure.
I know Cherry.
Yeah, you're unsure at this moment. You know, time is interesting. Reality is relative. And
Yeah,
I am.
I've been.
Mhm.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, what a good intro. We are live, so that was the perfect way for you to come on.
Amazing. Hi.
Welcome. Oh my gosh. So, wait, let's just finish Athen's introduction, then we will go to you, Tay. So, finish
Yeah,
off, Athen. Or was that
Yeah,
it?
I feel like my introduction is gonna be similar-ish to Hayes. I make the Grotto, so it's we're on Rusty Quill, and we're a horror musical, fictional thing about grief and loss. And I am slowly dying inside. And then Tay's here.
Tay is here.
Hi.
Very true.
I'm a voice actor. I'm in the Grotto among a bunch of other shows. And yeah, I'm dying inside a little less, but also dying.
Yay.
We're all dying a little.
We're all dying a
inside,
little
in a good
bit
way, though.
every day. That's what unites us
I
all.
actually restarted the Grotto, I think like a week or two ago. Because when I originally listened to it, it was when I was driving to and from this town that was 45 minutes away, and my my aux cord on my like on my radio where you plug it in messed up, so I was just listening to it on my phone in the car. So I couldn't hear everything super well, and I've been catching so much more. It's a wonderful show.
That's awesome.
I'm so glad you like it.
There you go. And for those of you who have just like gotten on because we are like streaming live, we just want to, make sure that everyone's hearing things. Let us know if there are any audio issues. On the video side, things seem to be okay on my end, although I did realize that I have cut off part of the part of the visual here. Let me move it. There we go. And yeah, let me know if there are any issues. But otherwise, basically what's happening right now is that I am just doodling on MAGMA, which is a social drawing app. And if anyone wants to doodle with me, I can
Yeah,
like.
how do I get in there?
Oh, you
How do
want
I
to get
get
in
in
there?
on that?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I love Taste
Yeah.
Doodles.
yeah, let me.
I have I have a drawing tablet that I use far too little.
Hell yeah. Okay, let me try. Okay, I'll invite some people. There we go. I'm just
Yeah,
copying the link,
I'm
and
a
I am
content
sending it
goblin,
over.
So I'm a
I
content goblin, so now that we're live, I'm gonna wanna I'm joining it.
heck yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
Let me
feel
continue
free.
with my LinkedIn.
Your LinkedIn. The
See if I
perfect
can
way
dox
to
myself.
log in. Okay. So basically, for Hi and I, we are doing a mini fundraiser for $4,000 to keep going with Act 3. And basically, it's because, times are hard. Times are hard right now, and I do want to like continue Hainai, but it can get a little tougher. And we never made our goal for last year's like fundraiser, so we're hoping to do it now. We have indeed done we've gotten to 1,000, which is awesome. We have hit our 1,000 goal. But in the meantime, yeah, we still have 3,000 to go, and we also have a $5,000 stretch goal, and I'm going to talk more about it. But first, yes, I'm sure everyone can see the little visual. And now, oh my gosh, we're seeing some people's names on the stream. Make sure that you're okay with the names that are popping up. And yeah. Can you all still hear me? Everyone's being very quiet.
How did it know what I look like? How did it?
I am pulling up the.
Pull up the stream so you can see what's being shown. Just to make sure that basically you're seeing your names are popping up as little whatchamacallums. What's the word? Like little brushes or little circles, just so people know who's drawing what. And yeah, the other thing is people who can show that they've donated or show that they are, that they're in there, will be able to request a drawing on the thing, which is super fun.
Grotto sucks.
What? Wait. Oh, there you go.
Wait, why I'm not. What's weird is I'm not seeing what I just did on the stream.
Oh no,
it's just very delayed for me.
Maybe
it's probably for the best.
Oh no, there it is. We're good.
Grotto sucks. Oh no, is that true? Have we been misled this whole time? That's really
I see
cute.
why I haven't been able to draw.
Oh
I'm
my
erasing.
god. Okay, I might hear myself for a sec. No,
I need to find where all the
muting
different
myself.
buttons are.
Ooh, okay. So on Twitch, I just opened Twitch. Cherry Mecha says hi, and of course there's Cherry. Cherry's been doing a lot of amazing reactions, and there's Natalie's Dreaming. Welcome as well. You request a drawing of Athan as a snowman. Adorable.
Unrequest. Say hi to Natalie. We actually don't like Natalie here.
Take it back.
Damn. Yeah, no take backsies. I like Natalie. Okay. Let's see. All right.
I bought her bubble tea today, and she didn't say thank you.
Gasp. The greatest crime.
So.
The biggest crime there is. And yeah, the reason I invited, other than just to chat and hang out, one of the reasons that I invited Athan in particular is that Athan is going to be voicing a character in our next episode.
Let's go!
Yippee! And in particular, the character that Athan's voice acting is the brother of one of our main cast, our main character, Richard Murphy, who is the super hot and super troubled and very emotionally wrecked detective who is the partner of our deuteragonist, Detective Donner. And he is not having a good time right now for people who are updated with Hainai. But his brother's coming to visit for Christmas, so that's pretty nice, right, Athan?
It's very exciting. Yeah, I'm going to visit for Christmas.
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
Just gonna jump into the the ongoing chaos of the plot, just to spend some Christmas with his brother. Very wholesome, very sweet.
Chaos during Christmas is normal.
True. True. Oh my god, the snowman!
Natalie, this is for you.
That's beautiful. Oh, I didn't realize I could make all of you do the requests. That's that.
Is that not
I see.
Is that not why we're here?
True. Yeah, I can use you for free labor. That's true.
That's supposed to be me?
Yeah, it's Athan as a snowman.
How do I resize?
Isn't it beautiful?
Snowman.
And Cherry Mecha
You
says,
need to make it really tiny.
and nothing else ever bad happened in
tiny.
Hainai. That's very true. Nothing as bad is happening, or will happen, or is happening. Everything is always good forever and happy and not upsetting and sad and dramatic. I'm certainly not killing some characters, breaking up some other characters, and making people feel bad about people that they hated before. Why would I?
Also, I just thought Sherry said that my picture is an eagle.
I
Eagle.
You can change your
It
you can
is.
change your
Yeah.
profile pic. I think Tay is a
no.
a camel. Hee hee. But yeah, for some context, the reason that everyone here is hanging out is because we were all part of 9 to Midnight, the Halloween anthology run by Harlan, who is the wonderful creator of Malevolent and Divisor. And yeah, we're just on the Discord, just hanging. Just
Is this spider legs, Tay?
I'm trying. The perspective's really messed up, but I'm sure as hell trying.
you're all having like wait, let me do something here. He sees you when you're sleeping. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. I'm adding to the art.
Oh, I've been adding the whole time.
Yes.
Wait, wait, who's this little guy up in here?
Wait, who's what?
Wait a minute.
In the corner.
Oh
He's
no.
in the corner.
Oops, sorry. Oh my lord.
Watching you draw her.
Don't make fun of my little guy.
Oh my god. It's a little guy. The littlest guy there is. Isn't it beautiful though? Don't you just love art?
Absolutely.
I could do this. I could do this for the next 24 hours.
Yeah. And let me know if the audio is good. I don't know because I'm not hearing the stream, because anything I hear will be streamed onto the actual thing. So, ooh, Alex on YouTube says hi.
Hello.
I'm just gonna start drawing little icons for everyone that joins in, and
Hell yeah.
y'all don't get to ask for what you want. You're gonna get what you get, and you're gonna like it.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that's totally like fair and good and just.
I'm stuck on erasing. Oh, there we go.
There you go. And Alex is one of our longtime listeners who is a little too smart, who is guessing many things that may happen in the future. We all love Alex. Say hi to Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Yeah, Alex has definitely not
Hi,
guessed the
Alex.
plot of Hinai in the future. Why would you say that? Why would anyone say that? That's false. That's demonstrably false, in fact.
There
Okay.
you go, your cherry.
Oops, there we go. Okay. Let's see if I can get some color in here. I love... This is so small. What is that?
Little butt cheeks for Natalie.
Okay,
What
I'm
we
gonna
got?
zoom in there just so people can see. Whoops.
I don't know what to draw for Alex. You said they're smart, so I'm gonna do this.
There you go. This
What
is
do
so
smart
beautiful.
people look like?
Put a little red in there for Alex.
On the butt? Oh.
No, not on the. No, for Alex.
Oh no.
No,
that's
no
not
butts for
healthy.
Alex.
That's great.
No red butts. Teehee. So yeah, I think we're gonna. Okay, I think everyone's so like focused on the drawing that they're like, everyone's so quiet. Everyone's so silent.
Everyone locked in. Sorry, guys. This is the content for the day. It's
Yeah,
watch
there's like
me
all the
draw
audio
tiny
drama
butts in the
people.
corner.
All the audio drama people forgot how to talk because.
Do you
Listen,
all have drawing tablets?
No, I'm using my mouse.
Oh, that's really good.
I have a
actually.
tablet.
Who's that? Who's drawing the
Is
S?
that Willow? Oh, I'm drawing Willow.
Wait, who's drawing
You'll
the
never
S?
know.
Oh, it's Taylor.
You'll never know.
Tay, do you understand the significance of the S? Do you understand the significance of the S to our podcast in particular?
Oh no idea.
Well, I'm gonna paste it in the
Enlighten me.
Discord right now so you can see. Basically, I went on a side quest the other day because one of our characters, he's like a 100-plus-year-old rich guy who used to like emboss his like he had his the first letter of his name on things, right? And the first letter was S, the letter S. So I described like him having cufflinks with like a fancy golden letter S on them. And then when someone was listening to this episode, they decided the S was like the cool S. And so this fancy rich
Oh,
guy.
so now it's. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Plus, and this is the most important part. Everyone was like joking about commissioning the shitpost calligrapher. I did not know them until after, but a lot of the listeners did. So they kept saying we should get the shitpost calligrapher to hand draw the character's name is Savard, the Savard S, and we were like, yeah, that'll be a great idea. I hope one of the fans does it. Then I find out on the same day or like the day after that the shitpost calligrapher was gonna be in Toronto, literally a couple blocks away from where I live. So I was like, I guess I'm doing the I guess I'm doing the meme. Nobody else, just me. So I went to meet up with the shitpost calligrapher, and I got this made. I'm gonna paste it in the Discord, so you can all see this beautiful art that the shitpost calligrapher made.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
That's very, very good.
What
And-
Discord is this being posted in?
Oh,
This
it's
Discord, the one we're in right now.
yeah, in the general chat. In general Discord chat, I should say. In the very almost top.
Guys, it's the Be More Chill logo.
There
I
you
just
go.
saw Natalie says, "Sorry, I had to go for a minute. Our cats knocked down our Christmas tree." Is that the banging that I heard in the living room?
Oh no.
no.
Here.
Because I just ignored it.
Oh boy. Okay, I know what to do now.
Athan, I really need you to design a Grotto logo, but it's the S.
Oh shoot,
I-
sorry.
The color scheme,
don't-
but
I didn't mean to.
I don't want to be the one to say this, because everyone's gonna make fun of me. I don't know what the S is.
It's the cool
I
S.
also it was before my time. It's one of those things where like everyone's been doing it for so long, but I have no idea when it started.
No, I mean I don't even know.
It's
Like I think
So
I've seen
it's-
it once before now. I don't know what that is.
It's like a thing that everyone growing up in like would doodle in school,
Oh,
there you go.
but
didn't go
I
to
don't know
school.
why. Yeah, you just see.
There you go.
I also learned it. I also learned it very late in life.
I recreated the Savard S, the very important Savard S.
Listen,
Amazing.
fuck it up.
Okay. I'm seeing a lot of chats from other people in the chat, having conversations. Perhaps boobies, very important thing to say. And
Get chat open.
that's beautiful.
Athan didn't go to public school. He doesn't know.
Damn.
Yeah, Willow, I was a homeschooled little baby, so
Oh, okay.
you don't have to. You don't have to. What'd you say, Athan?
I forgot you were homeschooled.
Yeah, I mean it was only until 6th grade, but
I was the whole way through, baby.
Let me make sure that.
Man, how was that? Like suddenly going to school?
it wasn't actually
Oh,
that
baby.
bad. I kind of eased into it in 5th grade. I took just like they let me just take 1 or 2 classes. Like I just showed up
Hmm.
at the school for like an hour or two, and then 6th grade was when I like fully entered.
What grade
Okay.
are you in when you're
Hmm.
12?
I don't fucking know actually.
That's when I stopped doing school. So that's the highest level of education I have.
Grade.
Oh, so you were homeschooled. You did a bit of school and then were homeschooled.
No, I was homeschooled and then I was working full time by 12. So I
Oh, I see
Oh
what you mean.
wow. I've never heard of that.
because I was working in the restaurant by that point. So I would have been full time washing dishes.
I see. So interesting. Everyone has such like
So I'm stupid.
interesting. No, everyone has such interesting lives. There
I
we
went
go.
to like
Australia, it's illegal here too.
7 or 8 schools, so I was never really in one place for a long time.
It's actually funny. The only time my first time on a college campus was I went to we built a portable escape room, like a one-time event for UT Dallas's incoming engineer students, and so we had to do like a escape room meets engineering class, and that was my
Oh,
first
neat.
time on a college campus. And so we met with them. They're like, "Hey, we're thinking some simple engineering and some simple math problems, just kind of warm them up, so something like this." And I'm like, "I have no idea what y'all are writing on the board right now. Don't use the word simple to describe what's happening."
That's so fair. So,
Alex now in the Twitch chat.
just so we can kind of like, have something where people are like, I guess like I want to hear about your podcasts because I am the kind of person who, because I make podcasts, I know I don't know anything about, like, I don't get to listen to podcasts. So now I want to like
Yep.
get a quick like summary of what y'all make and get a little bit of an idea. I have put you all on the spot, and I know that I did, and it was on purpose.
Landon, you want to take a crack at it?
Sure, yeah. So I make a show called Auditorium, and it's a word I made up.
No.
And it is like several different words. It's like auditorium with an extra S, or you can fit audio in there. We have a lot of fun. I like all the misspellings of the show. Some people have called it Audio Storm, Audiostrium. It's awesome watching people try to spell it. And it's an anthology, and we do really any genre that I feel like doing.
Nice.
Because I can tell any story I want, and we have little connective threads between all of the episodes, so if you really pay attention, there's little connective things between them, but you don't really have to pay attention, because they all the episodes stand on their own.
There you go.
It's a fun little thing. People like it, so, I guess I'm doing something right.
Indeed. And
Yeah, I think we've done so we've done horror, comedy. I did a love story like a couple months ago.
hell yeah.
So it's any genre I feel like doing at any given time. So
Good.
it's something fun.
That's always good. And Athan, I mean, you did kind of tell us like what the Grotto is about a little bit, but anything you want to like share?
Yeah, I think the elevator pitch I'd get without going off on a tangent is, so the Grotto is, I mentioned it's kind of like a full scale, like fully soundscaped. It's about fear, grief, and loss, but it's also about like caves and cave magic a little bit more like Orpheus Eurydice coded, kind of about just real people dealing with grief in natural ways, and then each episode has a fully done original song, as well as we do a cover version of a random popular song that fits the theme. So each episode has two songs in it to kind of fit the episode, and then all the castings of all. So Tay's in it, obviously, as well as
Hi.
Natalie and Lissa and some other folks. And so we're kind of always just it's kind of like a musical art piece, emotional thing.
That's awesome.
Now I
And
said that's me. No.
there you go. And on my end, Hinai, which people are here for, Hinai is a horror podcast, but it's also been described as ultimately a love story. It is about a Filipino immigrant who moved to Toronto, and basically, like, she just moved there for personal reasons, but ends up fighting supernatural threats because she grew up around them. And in a weird way, is kind of like the whole concept of Hainai was based on, how in a bunch of horror movies there's always like this one mystical person, usually a person of color, who knows what to do, but then they find a contrived plot reason to get rid of them, even though they could ostensibly just solve the problem. And so Hainai is basically like that character, if she was the main character, and that was how we started anyway. The rest of it's become like sort of how many toxic queer people can I put into a horror podcast, and and also like how much can I scare people but have them really want to continue listening because they are highly invested in the queer people that I've made. So those are the two things that Hainai is. By podcast, like 98% queer characters. We have our token cis heteros in there, but but that's kind of like that's the vibe for this audio drama. and I have ruined my piece, but whatever. And we're fundraising for Act 3, and we see this beautiful canvas. If you want to, you can always, like, you know.
The 420. I hadn't seen that.
Isn't it beautiful? That's like the benefit of me, like, zooming in. I'm trying to get some details
Right.
in, and then, like, once I zoom out, suddenly you reveal some beautiful things. But yeah,
I will say I've listened to a tiny bit of High Night, obviously, prepping for being in it, but I'm still shockingly behind, because that's, I think, the life of a podcast creator, is first to watch other people do things and not being able to actually participate. But I will say that I think that, and again, I'm relatively new here, but whenever people are listening to Grotto, if I'm asked for recommendations normally, and the one I get a lot is, oh, High Night is very similar. Like, it's similar emotional beats. You should listen to High Night. I get that a ton.
hell yeah.
And so I need to actually catch up.
It's
I'm
love story.
I'm so behind on my shows. I've like really just not been listening to shows lately, which sucks.
There you go. Ooh, Cherry Mecha is on both YouTube and Twitch saying hello to everyone. Very sweet.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's like, the way I can describe it best is like, I mean, first of all, I don't expect people to be listening to High Night, even though I'm like, listen to High Night, because I unfortunately never have the time or the brain to listen to other podcasts, so that would be very hypocritical of me to be like, you should listen to my show. What do you mean listen to your show? No.
See, I am just a hypocrite. I was gonna say, I am just a hypocrite. I expect everyone to listen to what I'm in, but I'm very bad at listening to other things.
I mean, I always love when people listen to my thing. And I've said this before, but basically, I'm a basic bitch. We were inspired by the Magnus Archives, as many horror podcasters are, and we somehow became successful. We successfully kind of, got into the space, in just making the show. And I think we're just, I mean, the benefit of, like, saying that we were inspired, but then, like, coming in and being like, we are a show about a Filipina immigrant in Toronto. That's nobody will ever accuse us of, like, plagiarizing the very British white Magnus Archives. You know what I mean? But they can say, like, oh, it sounds a little like Magnus, a little bit like the low the tape recorder, but in our case, it's also phone calls aesthetic, like the found footage sounding shows. And I think there's a benefit to that. If people want,
yeah, I think that's also just a consequence of the media, though, the medium, though, right? Like, I think that one of the benefits, and I don't want to, go on too much of a tangent, but one of the benefits of audio dramas as a medium is it's a lower barrier to entry, right? Yeah. And it lets you tell a really good story without the need to get, tons of funding to, hire like cameramen or, get an editor and do publishing for a book or anything else. It lets you, and I think that, like, that kind of the way Magnus Archives is built is a really good blueprint for a digestible way that people do enjoy to tell a story without having to kill yourself in the process. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's also, like, the Magnus Archives kind of presented a really good vehicle for storytelling with the tape recorder.
Yeah.
Because I know I heard that, and I was like, that's a really good way to tell a story with only audio. Because, like, I hadn't heard many audio dramas when I heard Magnus Archives. And I had never heard one use the tape recorder thing, because I had only heard, like, the super big budget audio dramas, like The Sandman, and anything on, like, Audible that you actually have to pay for. That's all I had really heard.
Yeah.
So when I heard the tape recorder thing, I was like, that's a really good idea.
Yeah. And really the biggest...
And so, like,
yeah,
I don't think it's really taking from them to do that,
True. And they don't own like the style. I think, but I'm very open about the inspirations and stuff. And because I feel like, some people, like, I think very rightly feel weird about being compared to the Magnus Archives, but some people are like, I think feel like they have to hide their inspirations, but I wear it on my sleeve because, like, one, it's a good way to kind of market it just to, to other Magnus Archives fans, just be like, I'm a fan of Magnus Archives, so if you like it, you might like my show. That's like a super easy one. That's like a gimme. But the second thing is that I'm not like there are no original ideas under the sun, only original executions. And I think more people should be like confident in the fact that like no matter how similar or like in premise or in idea they are to another thing, just make the dang thing, because everyone likes two cakes.
Yeah.
And everyone loves like things that are similar to the things they already like.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it a bunch, and I've said it a million times on stream, and I'll say it a million more. Just because something's overdone doesn't mean it's overdone well, right?
True.
And people, there are things that people like, and there are medias and storytelling methods and vehicles that people like that you might think at a glance like, oh, this is something that it's gonna be similar. It doesn't matter, right? If your execution's good and it's honest, you can retell any story. You can do whatever you want. I don't think using the tape recorder method is I don't think this is even the same thing. But even if you did say I want to do something even more similar, right? Like you wanted to do like a almost identical. If you execute well, people will enjoy it.
Yeah.
People will forgive tropes if it's done well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you don't do it well, they'll notice the tropes a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one thing we did that I don't know why we keep getting away with this, but I mean, Tay, we don't. I mean, we sometimes have it where it's more like the tape recorder method, but then we have it live dialogue, and then we flip between like inner dialogue. Like we just kind of, I don't think we have like a consistent narration method.
That's fine. no one cares.
I think the reason it works is because we established it like that from episode 1. It feels like
just let it whatever. I don't want the narrative method to dictate how I'm allowed to tell this story, right? And so like when I was first working on the episode, I was like, okay, well if it's narration here, this part doesn't make sense as narration, so I have to rekey this. I was like, no, let's just tell it how it makes sense, scene to scene or sentence to sentence, and people will follow along. Like people are smart, and they'll be okay with whatever. They'll be okay if you present it to them as long as it's again honest and. And I think that's what you're doing. And I think that shows with how Hinay's doing. I don't think it matters. Like the tape recorder methods, no one has a patent on that. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
Like it's yours.
Yeah. Plus, like
I've stole from you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry. Go on.
No, they stole that idea from you.
True. Yeah. They stole a lot of things from me. It's actually no, I'm kidding. But like there's like a baby episode and people were like, gasp, they stole the Hinay baby. And I was like, yeah, they did. They stole my baby. No, there was a Magnus Protocol episode that was like a monster baby, and the second episode of Hinay is a baby episode. So it's like, gasp, they stole the Hinay baby.
I haven't heard the I did an escape room. This is barely related, but I did an escape room one time that had a really well done baby prop in a horror themed escape room. And it was very cool. And then we finished the game, and I found out the plot of the escape room was like some horror, like abortion theme. And I was like, I get what you're going for. Crazy for an escape room.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah, what a concept.
Wild.
So the thing is, were they Filipino? Because our monster baby is based on a Filipino legend called the Chanak, which is basically like a monster baby, and very popularly it's believed to be like basically the results of abortion because of all the Catholic scaremongering in the Philippines.
Yes.
So were they Filipino?
Yes, that's what they were. They were 100% pulling from that. Yes.
Yeah, literally that. Oh, Cherry Mecha says, I feel like also TMA is one of the most popular audio dramas. So when you talk about them to people who don't know them, they're going to be like, oh, like this. And that's their main reference point. And also, yes, 2 cakes. Exactly. It's so popular that, well, like, why not? And the other thing is, I don't feel shame in comparing ourselves to Magnus. If, like, I feel like a lot of people, very, very fairly, I think I understand the sentiment to be like, I don't want to be compared to this because I want to be seen as completely original. But I'm like, we are completely original, so I don't care if people are like, this is like Magnus. Like, I don't, we are original, so like, whatever, there's like an insecurity in that. But yes, go.
I've been pretty big on, I'm a big numbers guy. Like I really like the behind the scenes aspect of things, and I really like it's not even about like, oh, like I want the show to do well because of X Y Z. I like number go up.
Hmm.
In just in general. And to Cherry's point, I don't think our show is similar to Magnus Archives, but in on Spotify, I changed the about on the Grotto to say it's liminal horror audio drama series presented by Rusty Quill, and then put little parentheses the Magnus Archives, because just by doing that, people that clicked in that didn't hear the show, my click
Associate
through to
them,
listen
yeah.
rate on Spotify went up by like 12%
There
just
you
by
go.
making that change. I have no problem with being compared to something that's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
a win. Like yeah, compare me to good things. Like if like I get somebody who's like, oh, like I like this because it reminds me of Hinai. Good,
Haha.
thank you.
There you go.
Give me. I like that.
Hell yeah. But yeah, it really is like, yeah, I feel like people in like audio dramas are hard enough to make as it is. People who are like, no, you can't do this because it's like cringe or whatever. I'm like, no, like we'll do whatever needs to be done within within like reason to get our shows in people's ears, and sometimes that is
Mhm.
leveraging the name of one of the most popular audio dramas in our genre. And why not? Because I mean, they don't care. Like they don't care. They're doing really well. They don't care what smaller audio dramas are doing. And because we're part of Rusty Quill wants us to do what we can to make the shows popular too. So they've seen me like compare High Night to the Magnus Archives like 10,000 times, and they asked me to join them. They're like, "Oh, you're like Magnus Archives? Well, we would love to have you in our catalog of shows." So like, it's not, again, like unless, but the only problem with that is if you don't have anything else to offer, like other than your comparison to Magnus. But when you do have something to offer, then don't be ashamed, like, to be like, just like the Magnus Archives. Who was
Nothing
that?
wrong with that.
Somebody logged in and logged out again. Anyway, but
Oh,
yeah.
no, I was just muting and unmuting.
Oh, I
I
see.
have a cough still, so I'm trying not to cough
That's fair. That's so fair.
into the mic.
I don't know who drew the dollar bill on the left, but I tried to draw Thomas Jefferson in it. And
It's uncanny.
Let me see.
It's
Let me
not
see.
good.
We gotta go in. And of course, like we do have a this piece beautiful. We do have a limited canvas, so if you want to, if you want to like make a new make a new layer and like draw something new, you're allowed to. Everything is mortalized in the stream. I'm just like I'm trying so hard to like make this just nice little Mary art, but I'm just like I'm so
Ignore
lost in the
everything
sauce.
to the left. The right's really good. The right side is really good, and the left side's good, but it's good in a
It's
I just got a new desk.
beautiful. It's so cute. I love this caterpillar. It's the best caterpillar there is. Oops. There you
He's
go.
so hungry.
He's so hungry. We'll feed him. Oh, and the little paws.
Why does he have paws?
I will be back. I'm gonna make some.
That's a good question. Hee hee hee. Yeah.
No,
it's cute.
he's following the pause.
Oh, aw, that's cute. But yes, okay.
All right,
Just
so we talked about this very briefly, but
Mhm.
I want to ask. I found out, and I think I told you this briefly, but like kind of more context. I found out pretty recently that I'm like close to a third, like in between a third and a quarter Filipino.
Yeah.
In the last year or so, because I never met my dad's side of the family. I know my dad, he just didn't talk about his family. And so like I've been kind of diving into that a little bit. And so I tried making like pasit and stuff, and I didn't do good. But like what do I do with that information?
What do you do with that information? I don't know. Like just
I don't know.
whatever you want. Like I've actually, so it's interesting because it's a explicitly Filipino podcast, and I like dive into Filipino culture a lot, like just on my off time. People have asked me, especially people who listen to Hainai and feel connected to Filipino culture that way. People have asked me like, how do I connect to Filipino culture? And I'm like, what stuff do you like? What's like, do you like music? Do you like sports? Do you like this and that? And then you can kind of like look into Filipino people in those spaces and try to like connect through that. And I mean, they've already done it. Like they liked audio drama and they found a Filipino one that they can follow. That's like an example. That's kind of like what I tell people. It's like food is easy because everyone likes food. So like in general, if you find that like have a Filipino roots, you can like try the food. But in general, just like, see what appeals to you, because being Filipino is multifaceted, and a lot of people get all gatekeepy about it, but it's dumb because like who gives a shit, and I mean, what I'll say is this is like if certain Filipinos get all gatekeepy about it, it's because their lives really suck and it's the only thing they can feel superior about. And that's like, you kind of just gotta like let them feel good about something, even if it's a shitty thing, because that's really the only reason a lot of Filipinos are gatekeepy about certain things. But ultimately, it's just about finding the thing that you like and looking into the people who make the thing that you like. And if you like music, look for Filipino musicians in the genre that you like. There are lots of really cool ones, etc., etc. That's kind of like my whole thought process.
Also, real quick, Jamie, no, you're not.
What did Jamie say?
Jamie said, "I'm sick right now." No, you're not. Join.
Also,
surprise. You feel better, Jamie.
Also, Matsi, Lissa says hi.
Oh, let me see.
Of Grotto fame.
Aww.
Oh, this was it. This was just in D. This is just in DMs on Discord, not in stream.
Oh, okay.
She's working right now.
I see. And thank you, Jamie. Hi. Jamie was supposed to come. I forgot to say this, but Jamie was supposed to come in today, but he feels sick, so I'm really glad that he's in the chat.
It's
though.
me.
Oh
Hello.
yeah, Jamie's here actually. Jamie's here for real, and everything that Jamie says on the stream is real Jamie thoughts.
So turns out there were no letters in the cellar. It was all a dream.
It was all a lie. I can't believe you lied about the letters in the cellar. But yeah.
My snail is so emo. What, Willow?
What snail? Where?
Emo.
Oh, this snail? Is that a snail?
I don't know what.
I think it might be a snail.
Do you mean this thing I'm circling up here? I was going for like the little silhouette of a little star-nosed mole, but
the snail mole, the snow. But yeah. Cherry Mecha says, my sister-in-law is Filipino and my brother's favorite thing to do is try to get my white ass family to try balut. Hell yeah! Balut is superior. Who here knows what balut is?
I have no idea.
So it is a common like scare food, I would say. Basically, balut is an egg that is it is a fertilized duck egg. So basically it's just a regular egg and they cook it, but there's already a duck inside it. Yeah. And so it looks weird, but ultimately it tastes like it tastes like the perfect mix of a chicken and an egg. That's literally what it is. It's not icky in any way, except like I guess just like conceptually. But I was
gonna say it feels like it's an emotional challenge for folks more really. So than a taste challenge.
Exactly, but I love it. Like I love eating it. So it's very funny. Like people being all like people having like these gut reactions to balut, and here I am like yummy. There's soup. I eat the meat and I eat the egg. It's like the most neutral tasting thing. Like it tastes a little bit like salt and like a little bit like chicken and a little bit like egg. It is fine. It is yummy. It's nice and warm and yummy, and it's not actually that scary as long as you get over the idea of it being a baby duck in there. You are eating a fetus, and it's delicious. That's Filipino culture. How are you feeling about it, Athan?
I'm in.
Yeah. But yeah, okay.
Athan, is that what we're eating if I come and visit?
Good. You should.
I said, is that what we're eating if I come and visit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Filipino challenge. Okay. So just for people who are coming in, I don't know if people are coming in right now, but basically we are here just chatting with some other horror creators because I am trying to raise money for Hainai. We are trying to raise money for the Hainai Act 3, and you can help raise money by going to coffee.com/hinaypod/shop and getting one of the tiers. It works just like a Kickstarter, except that instead of like a pledge, it'll like the payment will go through immediately, and it's helping us get to the rest of Hainai. And actually, let me see if I can show just the let me see if I can show the promo image just to make sure that I have it. Basically, let me see if I can show the promo image without doxing myself. The forever. Okay. So, all right. How do I? Oops. How do I? There you go. Okay. I think that shows it. All right. So, let me just make sure that it looks good. Basically, what we're doing is we are trying to raise 4K for the rest of Hainai Act 3, which will resume in 2025 in January. The fundraiser is running from now until January 31, and we have just hit 1,000. So 1,000 was our first goal. We released this bonus episode on our feed called Pandango, in which Mary dances the candle dance with her crush in grade school and meets ghosts at the theater and convenience store. It's a super fun little story. It's spooky. It's about grade school Mary dealing with supernatural things way before she ever arrives in Canada. And it also talks about how Mary had a crush at her all-girls school who turned out not to be a girl, which many such cases, based on a true story. I went to an all-girls school and a bunch of us turned out not to be girls. That's just how it be. And it's spooky. It's scary. There's a spirit. It's kind of sad. And it teaches you a little bit about Filipino culture around ghosts. It teaches you about a fun little activity called Pagpag. And I'm teaching Athan some stuff right now. Basically, Pagpag is when you go to a wake or a funeral. When you're going home, you cannot go home immediately because the ghost will follow you home. So what you have to do is you have to stop at a public place, usually a convenience store or a mall, and brush yourself off. And basically what you're doing is you're brushing off the ghost. You're getting rid of the ghost that's on your clothes or something, and then you go home. And that is the act, because pagpag means to brush or to, pat yourself off. And that is what happens in this episode. And at 2K, we're releasing another episode called Copelia, which is about the Puppet Master, one of our favorite villains in Hainai, who is a non-binary surgeon from the 1940s who turns an entire town into human puppets. It's great. It's spooky. It's creepy. It's got a lot of surgeries, right? They're an icon. Everyone loves them. And they are the character from which the term romantic surgery came from in our fandom and in Hainai.
Romantic surgery.
Romantic surgery. Yeah. They're having a good I think now some of you may know why I had a great time with that one 9 to Midnight story. I keep forgetting what it's called. The does anyone remember this?
I carved a piece out of my butt.
Exactly, my buttocks. I chose my buttocks. Yeah. That one,
it's so good.
It's so good, but also very little funny because everyone else was like, "Oh, I couldn't stand to listen to it," and I'm like, "I love this little freak. Love it. He's great."
Would not have loved that one more. In fact, I even saw somebody on a different server. I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to do that, but they were saying how much they actually hated it, and I was like, "Hey, I could not disagree with you more." I've never felt that it felt private. I felt like I shouldn't have been listening to it.
I know, right?
And I loved it.
I loved it so much. It was
You crushed it too. I mean, yours was fucking what a one to start with on the live stream.
Thank you.
We set the bar high.
I still need to go back and listen to a couple I missed.
Yeah, there are a couple I haven't listened to properly yet, and I still need to do that. Again, as I said before, I'm bad at listening to podcasts despite making one. But yeah.
I think, though, making a podcast, you end up with so little time for podcasts, because, just think, when you're doing the sound design, you can't listen to something.
Yeah.
You can't listen to a show while you go invest, 5 or 6 hours at a time into something. And by then, it's well, I've been sound designing for half a day. I don't want to go listen to a podcast right now.
Exactly. Not a lot. Like, the reason I got into podcasts is because I was listening to them while animating, and now I've been out of the animation industry for a whole year because there have been no jobs. So, on the one hand, it does mean I've made more podcasts. On the other hand, it means I have listened to much, much less. So that's kind of how that goes. Okay, let me just finish this little spiel. Basically, the rest of it, it's like on 3K, it's the Snow Village episode. Basically, some of our main characters, Donner and Murphy, who have a situation, not a situationship, maybe a situation. Well, they have a thing, and they have a very complicated relationship. I'll say that, and a lot of that complicated relationship is going to be revealed in the Snow Village episode. At 3K. And of course, at 4K, Hinai will come back in 2025. And we also have a stretch goal at 5K. In this 5K stretch goal, it is a bonus episode focused on these two characters named Danny and Cornelius. They come from the 2024 Pride episode, where a 150-year-old, I think he's 150? Yeah. 150-year-old old man from the 1900s who was used to be he basically he's super super powerful and dangerous, but currently now he just wanders around as a homeless man who seems very who seems very ordinary. He just seems very downtrodden. But then when he rises to his full height, he is over 6 feet, he is gigantic, and he is very dangerous and powerful. And he is kind of a scary character. But he does save this very ordinary trans barista's life, and this 20-something-year-old trans barista. And now they have an interesting relationship. And the interesting relationship being that the trans barista is very, very enamored by this 50-year-old, 50-year-old man. So we are doing a bonus Christmas episode, which a lot of people really, really want to happen because they are very deeply invested in these two characters, which was my plan all along. And hopefully we get to release it at 5K if we get to 5K. And that's it. Those are some plans for the future of Hainai. And now we're back to...
Do you have a link for the fundraiser?
Yes, so... Let me put this back. Oops. What does this say? Hey, Athan, can you read this? Okay. So let me type it in the chat as well, because I did not set up a bot because I'm dumb. I'm only good at... Alex just said in response to the Puppet Master, Tchaikovsky Vivisection Remix. We have a scene in the show where you hear Tchaikovsky to the sultry sounds of vivisection. Okay. It's a beautiful sound. Okay, let me make sure that it's in the chat just so people know to donate. I am a fool. I am a damn fool who forgot to set up a bot or something, but I'm not really a streamer. I try to be.
If you'd like, you could mod me on Twitch and I know how to pin it and everything.
Okay. Let me just I could probably just do it. Let me just make sure it's both on Twitch and on YouTube. I'm just gonna write it on YouTube first, then I'm gonna write it on Twitch. Okay. Oh, this is the wrong one. There we go. Oops. Where is it? There it is. I like this. Okay. Coffee. How's everyone else doing, by the way? Everyone's been so focused on their thing.
So engrossed in our...
I'm trying to draw
I'm
art.
really just watching.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I am art.
You're arting?
I'm arting.
Oh, look at that shading.
Damn. Isn't that
Wow.
beautiful? Okay, let's go back a little bit. Here we go. And oh yeah, on Twitch as well. I am not amazing at this, but I am decent at it. I can at least center the canvas on the screen. The magical ability that I have. There we go. And now let me type into Twitch. Aw, and Cherry Mecha says, I also finally decided what tier to get, and the Mary thank you art is so pretty. Yes! I wish I could share it with everybody, but that's kind of like defeating the point of it being an exclusive thank you card. But I am very happy with the Mary art. That is the thank you card for the fundraiser. I drew a beautiful, beautiful Mary. It's definitely not a spoiler for the future of Hinai. Absolutely not. Why would it be? Okay. There you go. And I'll pin that. How do? There we go. Oops. Oh, and by the way, Cherry Mecha has been reacting to certain episodes of Hinai. And it's been amazing because it's like there are, on the tail end of Hinai, or at least the most recent episodes, there are a lot of reveals that happen. And there are a lot of like very juicy reveals is how I describe them. And so the reactions have been fantastic. They have been just like, what did you do?
It's always so pleasing when someone like live reacts to your show.
Yeah.
I've had that happen like 3 or 4 times now, and every time I'm just watching for their next message.
Yes, it's
like,
happened.
Come on, why? Tell me why you're mad. What did I do to you?
Yes, it makes me so happy. And it's happened if, like, I, not only have I seen live reactions, I've even seen, like, audio, like, recorded audio reactions and, like, some short video reactions.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. It's so cool. And mostly because I am revealing a lot of, it took me, like, 3 years to build up certain like things in Hinai that I've been planning since like 2020. But when they're finally revealed, the reactions have been so gratifying. 3 years to get to this point. My patience. Too much patience.
So you must have seen a lot in those like 3 years, because podcasting has just kind of accelerated, like skyrocketed over the past couple of years.
Kind of. I mean, in the last 3 years, I was just kind of focused on my own thing, right? Like, I was busy with a job, and I was busy with not having a job. So, for the most part, it was just make Hinai, talk to other creators, and make more Hinai. And that was kind of like the whole focus. But, I'll say this. What I did notice is that everyone made a podcast in 2020. Everyone. And then I started watching all of those podcasts stop over like 2021, 2022, except for a chunk of like audio dramas, because the audio dramas, even though they probably got less numbers, they got more engagement and they got more of like people who talk to them. And that was always like what I valued. Like now I'm, trying to make money and stuff, but only out of necessity. I didn't get into podcasting for money. It's just like a requirement that I need to do right now in this moment because of the needs of my reality, my current material reality. But yeah, it's been really interesting, and it's been really like nice to see how, it's been nice to see more shows kind of progress in a certain way. And it's been nice to kind of how you say, just like, I don't know, like there are certain shows that have been going for as long as I have, and I've always wanted to be like them. And turns out they want to be like me, and it kind of like becomes this nice little feedback loop of, oh, we want to be like each other, and that's kind of nice and cool.
Yeah.
And I love that. And it's the first time I've met people who I've like heard about and been compared to since 2021. Like I did not know Jamie, but I knew the Cellar letters, and I did not know Nathan, but I knew Storage Papers, etc., etc.
Why'd you list the same show twice?
Oh yeah, right. Sorry. The cabinet correspondences. I'm gonna give you a bunch of free titles right now. the cabinet correspondences, the what are the other things I had? The basement papers, or the the basement files and all that. But yeah. And yeah, again, if you donate, you can make a request and I can make a new canvas and start drawing a couple of new requests. Does everyone want me to like make a new canvas here? Because it seems like everyone's kind of just like, these are beautiful. But
I'm big chilling.
there you
I'm
go.
having a great time.
And
Yeah, this is gorgeous.
it's beautiful. Yeah, take photos, take your screenshots. This is a beautiful work of art that we've all made together. And then I'm gonna go ahead and clear it all out for the new, so you can start drawing again.
By the way, Tay, when I was drawing Matt and you wrote "ow my finger" as I was starting to write "ow my finger," is probably one of my
Perfect.
favorite.
Exact same brain
moments.
cell. Exact same brain cell. I wrote without my FI as you're also writing FI.
Ooh,
We were in sync
perfect.
writing finger, which is so funny to me.
it's beautiful. That's friendship. Cherry Mecha says, "I've been dying in the Discord. Motzi has killed me." Yes, good. And the audio drama community is absolutely amazing. True, very true. I feel very loved by the audio drama community, and
Yeah.
yeah, everyone's lovely. I try to give back where I can because, you know, I was gonna say loose lips. No, that's not the term I was going for. I was going for rising tides raises all ships. Loose lips sink ships. Oh no, that's the wrong message I'm trying to send. But yeah.
Snitches here.
Yeah, snitch. Yeah. Okay. Wait. I think I just don't dox yourself. Okay. I'm gonna show off a little bit of our promo image as well, just for a quick like go around, and then I will go on to the next like canvas. But yeah, this is chill. This is just chill. We're just hanging out. It's a good time.
Is that the Hannah in chat right now?
Ooh. Hannah.
The man, the myth, the myth.
The myth, the Hannah. The Hannah. The legend. Hee hee. But yeah, everyone's been super nice. And, okay, let me just make sure that, where is the thing that I made? I make so many of these little, like, promos and things. Here we go. And here we go. Oop, no, that didn't work. Try again. And here we go. There. Okay, so that should show up on the, oops, it's not centered. But basically, in Hinai, there is we're doing this mini fundraiser, and this is the current, like, if you all see the stream, this is the promo art that I made for it. Hinai is currently fundraising for Act 3. We have a 4K goal and a 5K stretch goal, and you can support us on coffee.com/hinaypod/shop. And if you want to hear more spooky stuff, we just released one of our bonus episodes because we hit 1,000, and we are, that's 25% done. So at 50% we'll be releasing another episode, and then at 75% we'll be releasing another episode, and at 100% we'll be releasing the rest of Hinai Act 3. So, and I have said this before, but unfortunately I cannot continue Hinai if we don't hit the 4K, so get it to 4K, let's go! And get it, and we have a 5K stretch goal if you want to see the beautiful relationship between a very normal trans barista and a very self-serious, very traumatized, and very like deeply scary and powerful old man who is 100+ years old. That's all. And we're back to the art. Let me make a new.
No. Click the link, everybody.
True. Click the link.
I'll find out where you
Do
live.
it
No, I'm
now.
kidding. I'm kidding. No.
Mary is so good. Yes, the thank you postcard is beautiful. Thank you. Yes, I worked very hard on it. You actually, like, even though people can't see the card unless they, support the podcast, which they should, they can, in this promo image that I showed, this is like a small crop of the thank you card that you're gonna get. And yeah, people have said it's very pretty, and I hope that, like, encourages you. The lowest tier is $25, and that gets you the promo card, but the thank you card, but it also gets you an ad-free. Like the rest of Act 3 is going to be ad-free for you. I'm going to give you an ad-free feed, which is going to be great, and that's like our big seller. But if you get the 50%, $50 tier, you can also get something called the Hinai Journal. And that one I'm very proud of, even though it's only for people who are like super into the Hinai lore. But it's basically I did a lot of handwritten notes and handwritten like planning for Hinai, and also a lot of sketches. So basically, if you want to see how I made Hinai from the perspective of like a 20-something page journal, you can get it at the $50 tier. Hell yeah. So if people are, we have a few lore masters in the Hinai audience, so that one's for them if they want to get the $50 one. And yeah, that's another option. Okay, let me make a new. I'm about to make things disappear. I hope you all don't mind. But basically, how are y'all doing, by the way?
Let's start fresh.
Yeah, we gotta start fresh. But I'm gonna
Good.
keep this on.
Good.
Oops. Good. And of course, like, everyone can leave every now and then just to get some, some water, some snacks. It's not like a super stressful stream. It's not meant to be anyway. And okay. Make a new layer.
Is that the Hannah from Inglewood?
That is the Hannah from Inglewood.
Oh my god, I
Oh.
have so many good things to say about Inglewood After Dark.
Hell
It's
yeah.
so good.
The sound design is so good.
That's wonderful.
It's so good. Like, I want to shake
Oh,
them.
right.
It's
That's another
good.
one that's on the list. I really need to check it out.
Thank you for
Like,
shouting us out today. Sorry, go on.
like,
a couple of the soundtracks on Inglewood are really well done.
oh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I did one of them.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, that's not a joke. You should just be proud of that. That's true. That is a fact.
No, it's actually. I'm gonna be honest. I listened to it and I was like, I did not do good enough.
Aw. You
Like
made a
everything
soundtrack.
around
That's
this
really
is
cool.
so good.
The fact that you made a soundtrack is really cool.
Natalie. Hold on. I only made one song.
There you go.
Whoever did the rest of it did really good.
And now feel free to start doodling again, everyone. I have made it anew for everyone to start doodling, but basically all you have to do is make a new layer at the top is all you have to do. There are so many layers in the bottom. Let me just make it.
Found it.
There you go. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. All right. And, oops. Uh-oh. Just gotta make sure the screen is centered. This is so chill. I like this sort of format, because at least there's something for people to look at, but there's also just, like, chill chatting.
right.
Okay, anybody in chat right now, do you have any tiny little things you'd like to see drawn very poorly? I mean,
Has to be
really
very
poorly.
I'm also trying to figure out how to draw. Why is it not letting me?
You have to make a new layer at the bottom right.
Yeah, you have to make a new layer, and it has to be above the white layer that I made. So it's if you see the fourth layer right there, basically like the white layer is hiding your layers. I don't know if that didn't help. I think I did not delete any of your layers. Basically, just if you look at the right side, here I'll point it out.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I see where to add the layers. I literally don't see the add layer.
It's
But
the right
there it
above
is.
the track.
Found it. Yep, found it.
Yep. So yeah, you can just add a layer on
There
top
I am.
of the.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. There. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. But yeah. Let me just make sure that everything. There you go. And gosh, I'm like trying to remember what I was gonna bring up. While you all draw, I'm gonna steal the screen for a moment to talk about the Hinai journal, which I'm very proud of. So I'm gonna give some previews of the Hinai journal while we're here, and it looks like this. Where are you? There it is. And let me see if I can open it on there. Oop. Open with Google Chrome. There. Oh, no, it won't open on Google Chrome. All right. which is where we're drawing right now. Let me see. What can I do here? I guess I'll just post some photos from there. All right. And then, but before that, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. You all chat. You all talk about me while I'm gone. Talk behind my back as you wish. Be right back.
I've drawn your shark. Hello, cat.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that shark. Look at that. Look at that shark right there. It's a pretty damn good shark, if I say so
Look at
myself.
that. That's a shark with a CK.
The fuck does that even mean? Are we allowed to swear on High Nine Podcast?
I'm
Oh,
a
no.
shark.
Am I allowed? Is there swearing? in High Nine?
Cancelled.
I've been trying not to have a potty mouth. But
Same. I normally would have said like the F word like 16 times
Okay.
by now.
Which one?
Like, all of them. No, not that one. You know, not that one.
give it a pink onesie? I don't know how to give him a pink onesie. Alright, I'm gonna give him a pink thong. That's the closest I can do.
Ah, love that.
Where would a shark's thong go?
I have returned.
It's a weird question.
And this is trying not to swear in front of your friend's mom energy.
It was so cute. Yeah. What'd y'all talk about?
We
If
were
we're
trying to
allowed
figure
to
out
swear.
if we're allowed to swear and if where a shark's thong would go.
Oh, I mean, I've been swearing this whole time. Have I not?
Haven't noticed. You do it so eloquently. Then.
There you go. Make it see. That's also a thing we did in High Night. Like for the first 20 episodes, we did not swear at all, and then we started I've just been putting swears as time went on. Because at that point we can pretend like we lie and say we're not explicit, even though at a certain point we started just swearing like sailors.
Yeah. So funny story. My first episode that we released for Auditorium, it's co-written with my friend Bill, and you can tell the parts that are written by me because when Bill writes, just naturally, there's never any swearing, ever. And then like immediately on the part where like I started writing, like just dropping the word fuck like immediately.
Yeah. Dropping the fuck bombs.
On Wobegon,
Yeah.
I turned my character into such a potty mouth. There are so many swears I added in that were not in the original script, but were allowed to keep in. So
Yeah, Dylan. I think every time I send Dylan a script or lines, there's one part where Troy's just starts yelling just like Eagle, fuck Eagle, he killed my mom, fucking bitch. And he's like, yeah, we can't.
It's like, yeah, hey, chill.
Like your line was, I don't like this guy. Like, oh, my bad.
Lennon's hanging out. And Cellar letter says, this community is so fucking supportive, it makes me sick. That's why I'm sick. Likely story, Jamie.
Jamie just didn't want to be here.
Yeah, Jamie doesn't like us.
Jamie went, oh man, I shouldn't have said yes. I'd rather. I saw him. I saw Jamie
he's playing
at the
Marvel
mall.
Rivals right now, I bet.
Yeah, I bet so too.
I don't actually know, but I am gonna go and look at Steam.
No. In all seriousness, Jamie, please rest, and thank you for being on the chat anyway. Very,
Nah,
very...
he's not online
all
on
serious-
Steam.
In all seriousness, Jamie, don't
very-
rest.
Oh, damn. Damn, that's so cruel of you. Okay, let me see if I can
tell you
draw
guys a
something
really
sweet.
funny story here.
Yes.
So Maddie right now, this is my partner. She is at a Christmas party, and they hired a Santa for the kids to like read them storybooks. There is one child at the party.
Oh, God.
That
And
child's
this
gonna have the
Santa
biggest ego ever, dude.
yeah,
That's
And-
so funny.
that Santa is reading a storybook to a room full of like 30 and 40-year-olds and one kid.
That's wonderful, though. I bet the 30 and 40-year-olds are
Incredible.
having a great time.
There was a time when back in high school, I did Key Club, which was basically like it was like the what's the word I'm looking for? What is it called when you go out and do good things in the community? Volunteering.
Ah.
It was
What?
my brain just completely shut down for a second. But we were basically the club that like went out and did like volunteering and charity work and things like that. And so there was this one afternoon where it was like on a Saturday, and it was a bunch of us were at a kiosk in the mall doing free wrapping of gifts for Christmas. And we happened to be just down from where there was like one of those little stages set up where you would meet Santa. And I just want to say I was wearing jeans, a red t-shirt, and a Santa hat. And this somewhat beleaguered looking mother with these two very young kids comes up and is just like, "Hey,
Help.
can I take a picture?" So there isn't a mall Santa. Can you sit in the
Aw.
chair? And so there is on someone's mantle somewhere
Just
a
you.
picture of a very uncomfortable high schooler holding two young children on his lap,
Aww.
just cheesing it up for the camera in a random mall.
Aw, that's
They had
so...
young Santa that day.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, I don't understand because she literally told me, she's like, they won't even remember this, and I'm like, then why is it a necessity? Like, I didn't say that, but I was like, this doesn't feel necessary, but okay.
I mean, when you
I don't
have
feel good
kids,
about this.
you need whatever help you can get, and you did
Yeah,
that woman a very big
You
favor.
did your part.
Yeah.
it's
I
one of
have
those
a
things where I
fun
really
story.
wish I could track down that picture. You know, like it's that thing where like I know that there's something out there. I have absolutely no way of ever finding it, but I would love to see that picture.
Right? Honestly. Also,
I
I'm
went
drawing
to
something
the,
very cute, as you can see, and lovable.
Yeah, it's a little guy.
It's a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Yeah.
Were you saying something about a
I
mall,
went to
Athan?
yeah, so I went to the mall when my sibling was getting married. So I would have been probably 13, 14. I went to the mall a couple days prior because my aunt was in town, who I hadn't met at that point on my dad's side. And so me, my mom, and my aunt went to the mall because there was like an aquarium and she wanted to see like the fish and stuff. And when we left, they have those, those bungee, like those little bungee things they have in some malls where they like strap you up
Yeah.
when you're younger. They strap you up and you like bounce up and down.
Yeah.
And I was like, my mom was like, yeah, you wouldn't do that. I was like, I'll do it. Like, I think that'd be fun. Like, I'm not scared at all. Let's go. I was 13, 14. I don't give a shit. And I was in line and I was talking shit to this like 6-year-old that was in line. Like, you're gonna be so scared. And she's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, yeah, you are, because you were a little bitch. And she's like, I'm 6. I was like, you're scared.
Damn.
And I got, and my mom's sitting on the bench nearby. I realize as I'm telling the story, this has nothing to do with Christmas. It's fine. You're all okay.
It's a
And
mall.
my
There was
mom's sitting-
enough of a tangent. There was enough of a
Yeah,
connection.
There's barely a connection. So my mom's sitting on this bench with this like 70-year-old woman that brought this little girl, and they're watching. And I got on for my turn, and they strap you in. I don't know if you know this, but they kind of like floss it in between your legs and then strap you up. And I like jumped up. And I went in the air, I'm like, this is fine. And then I started going down, and on the downward, I realized that basically the entire supporting structure rests directly in between your legs.
Oh,
And my balls
no.
are now inside of my body. And I'm in excruciating levels of pain. And so I'm going down, I'm like, this isn't fun. And my mom and I make eye contact, and she's like, are you okay? Just mouths it to me. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm not going to tell my mom what's happening. But I like flickered my eyes down, and she realized what was going on, and then they made fun of me, and then I stole a Slurpee.
Damn. So fair.
Okay.
That's my story. That's my
Also-
story.
Also,
No, that brings
yes, sorry, go on.
that just brings back a long lost memory of high school where we did high ropes, like a high ropes thing, and at the end you like jump off and they belay you down. And the thing is, just like in high school, there was no winning, because if you show pain, then you're a wimp. But if you don't show pain, then you don't have balls.
Yeah.
There was just no win. There was just no winning that scenario.
So true. Oh, okay. So, Cherry Mecha says, "Hey Motzi, what you drawing there?" Smoothie. No. So this is
Slurpee.
it's a Slurpee. See, I mean, what else could it be? So this is a character from Hainai. What a lovely little man. He's a loving husband. He's a sweetheart. His name is Juliano. He is the husband of one of our villains, Vanessa. And as you can see, he is a very wonderfully handsome guy. Well, you know, like, as you can tell, he is one of the most charming characters in the show. He is a very loving husband. He's one of our two, I have cis hetero representation. He's one of our, our token cis hetero characters. And, you know, clearly...
Unfortunately, that goes child support.
What's that?
What? I'm just listing normal human things for this fucking monster on my screen right now.
Actually, yeah, absolutely. See? So, like, isn't everyone really happy to have this on the screen right now? Like, look. This is cute. This is cute. This is cute. And this
Halo
is
Cat said that's a beautiful treble clef. Yeah, I watched that. That's smooth, like just one attempt at it.
Why, thank you.
There you go.
Ridiculous.
Beautiful. You have the technique. Anyway, Natalie said I like the backbend pose. Yeah, he's oh, actually I can show you what he looks like in my original sketch of him. I think it's this one. Yes, there he is. Not quite the same, but this was an original sketch, you know. It's not exactly, it's not going to be exactly the same every time, but I think I captured his essence. He's not red in this one, but he's meant to be red. That's our friend. Okay.
Oh,
in all seriousness, do you all want me to remove this if it's scaring people?
Oh, I don't care. Oh, I'm kidding. No, if they're scared, leave them.
Yeah, true.
There's
It is
a shark
horror.
wearing a thong on the screen. I think it levels out.
Yeah, true. This is cute.
I think actually something you said has segued into a
Whoops.
decision that I made relatively recently
Yes, tell me.
that I do want to discuss because I think it is. I think I'm right, but I want to get feedback from a lot of
Yes.
people.
Yes, tell me more.
I removed content warnings from in my episodes. I only put them in the description now
Yeah. I mean,
because I think that
yes.
people are coming in with an expectation of something,
Yeah.
and I don't want to spoil the episode, but I'm still giving the opportunity for people to go look and like check.
Yeah.
But to your point, like this feels like a core part of your show, and you should be able to draw big monster people if you want. Like that's high not, you know, like
Yeah.
I don't know. My
True.
thoughts.
And I mean, like, we never put our content warnings in the show. We just put them in the description for the same reason, basically. Like, you know, like you know, your mileage may vary, but I think like it helps. Like, it gives a certain like idea of what the show's gonna be, and people can decide whether or not they're prepared for that. And sometimes they're not. Like, sometimes people will be like, "Oh shit, this is a very visceral cannibal episode. I'm gonna stop here." But some people know what they're about. We have a longtime listener who skipped one episode because it had to do with like a brief mention of basically like a 20-something-year-old predator going after like a teenager, but obviously because, you know,
That's
bad things happen to this person. But, you know, like essentially, but just the concept of that is very like it can be very triggering for some people, is why we have trigger warnings. So I think it's like super valid. And we also try to, that's why we have the transcripts. So if people can't listen, but they want to know what happened in the episode, those are available. We're hoping to get the Hainai wiki kind of filled in. I made a page, but I haven't like filled it in yet. Just so people, again, like if they can't handle what's in the episode, they can just read the summary. You know what I mean? Just so they're not lost in the story. But I haven't been able to do that yet because that's a lot of work. But,
yeah, we just used to put them in the episode because that's kind of like what I had seen people doing, and then I think for the second season I was like, why am I doing? Like, you can still give that information to people.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can still make it available.
It's very easily available, but it's not forced upon you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Hey, you can't just be that good at drawing those.
Which one?
I had a lot of practice growing up.
Oh, the clef.
Hey, Hey, watch
Yeah.
something funny?
Tay really showed
you
up
want
to
some
show
funny?
out. Sure.
There we go. It's upside down now. That's perfect. Okay.
I don't even know what it is. Wait, hold on. Wait.
It's really nice that that Juliano came out just to support the podcast. You know, our little guy here. Our
Yeah, look.
loving his
Look at that.
essence. So true.
That's pretty good. I'm using a mouse.
There you go. And yeah, any thoughts on our friend here with the red and the face and the red face?
I think he needs a little hat.
Oh my God, you're right.
He needs a little hat, like a little hat, like a little. But I feel like it would fall down though, wouldn't it?
I mean, what? I mean, why would it?
No, he's pinning on the floor. I see.
He's like, there you go. There's a little hat.
There it is.
Perfect. Wait, let me put it on another layer so I can reposition it at will. Actually, no, this is the perfect layer. I have two of them. This is fine. There he is. There. Look at his little hat. He's a funny little guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna draw just more Hainai characters here. Let me check. Let me make sure. I keep forgetting to check the chat. Let me just check the chat again on YouTube at least. Yeah. So Alex said, "Is this a creature from Hainai, the red face thing?" Yes, it's Juliano, our friend Juliano. Let me see if I can find. I'm about to jump scare people. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna show you another horror art, but I did not do this horror art. This one was actually made by a really cool horror artist who we commissioned like a long time ago to draw the first ever like monster in Hainai that most people know about because they've listened to the first episode. Warning, I'm about to show a horror art, and I'm gonna tell you when it's gone. 3, 2, 1. Oops, wait. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. No, it did not put on screen. Right now. There it is. So there. What do you think of this guy?
Ooh.
Right?
I like that a
So
lot.
good. So the
Who
artist
did that one?
The artist is named Odd Oblivion, who is a fantastic horror artist who does a lot of like spooky stuff. But my favorite thing about him is that he sometimes does like the scariest thing you've ever seen, and then captions it with the most uplifting and sweet and nice like captions. So
Love those.
yeah, so like imagine an art like this, but then the caption is like something like you are like you will survive this, or like you know, like kind of just like uplifting messages essentially, like through hard times. And this person is like, yeah, like a really amazing horror artist, and I was really happy to commission them for this sort of thing. And this is their rendition of our very first monster, the Rotting Thing, which was an amalgam of corpses, including animal corpses, which I think is neat. I just think they're neat. Okay, back to the cute art. Only a little horror this time. Athan knows where you live. Gasp, click the link. So true. Thank you, Athan. Very sweet of you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He's just asking to click the link.
True.
He's not that scary.
Yeah, click
He's
the
just
link.
asking. Please
Exactly.
click the link. I don't know what you would be worried about.
Exactly. He's just being nice. Oh, what's that? Oh, there's art. Oh my goodness.
Just insert an image.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, I found so back in college. This is so cliche, but I was considering getting this as a tattoo because I drew this, and I feel like I've seen the clefts as a heart before, but I felt like this specific design I hadn't really seen.
It's good.
So I was considering getting something like that.
It's a beautiful piece of art. Oh my god, I forgot. I'm dumb. Athan, you were supposed to talk about the next episode.
Oh.
That you're gonna be in.
That's right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be in the next episode, guys.
I mean, it's only been an hour and a half, but let's talk about it a little bit. So Athan's going to be playing a character in the next episode of Hainai named Tim Murphy, and he is the brother of Detective Murphy, one of our main 5 characters. I can bring up Detective Murphy. I have so many visuals right now. But yeah, Athan, give your thoughts. I haven't given you a full script yet, but I've given you a decent amount of script, so give me your thoughts about Tim Murphy.
What am I allowed to tell them?
You can tell them all the Tim Murphy bits, but nothing else yet. You can talk about it. Like you can
Okay.
talk about the show, just not the ending of it or like where it's going to climax essentially.
Yeah, I feel like it's weird that I got cast in this role because this character is just so different from me as in real life, right? Like I feel like there aren't very many similarities
Uh-huh.
between me and Tim Murphy, like hobbies and what we do for work and everything is just so polar opposite.
Yeah.
Um,
You know, a
but I'm
streamer.
really excited. Yeah, streamer. Yeah, it's just weird. He's just such a different.
A
He's just
person who
no. I
streams on
mean, like
Twitch.
I think it's funny. Yeah, you sent it to me, and then you were like, I didn't even realize you stream when I sent this when you originally reached out. I was like, yeah, like it is. It's the first script I've gotten. I was like, oh, I can just say this like nothing's different in my life, and this is the delivery for this character. This
Yeah.
is just what happened.
It's so
This is me every
Tim
day.
Murphy is like a streamer on Twitch, and I did not know Athan streamed on Twitch until like because basically what I was looking through like different voice requests, and you know like in the voice request channel where people can ask about certain characters, I asked for people as like you know like oh who can voice like this sort of character, and then I out of the choices I picked Athan, and I was like hey Athan you want to try for Tim Murphy? Then later I find out that Athan is full on like a Twitch streamer, and I'm like oh this is a Twitch streamer
Yep.
character. Oops, perfect casting.
Yeah, I got the script. I was just like, yeah, this is a pretty normal. I think the only like because I think I ad libbed a bit, and I won't talk about that obviously because we'll keep that for the show. I think the only thing I've added on and like kind of brought to the table was like this chat's being very nice to Tim, and that's not how.
True. Very true. I
That's
think
not.
he only acknowledges the nice chatters. That's how he keeps his that's how he keeps his community good. Oh, but also I just wanted to shout out Halo Cat 22 says I love fun captions for horror art. True. Very sweet. And that is spooky as hell says Cellar Letters. These are just me reading some late stuff. But oh, by the way, the person on screen right now that is Detective Murphy. So that's Tim Murphy's older brother on the left there. On the right is his magical on again off again boyfriend. Well, not quite. One of the main cast.
It's complicated.
It's complicated, exactly. And I will show you another version of Murphy that we have a lot of like fun group images actually. I want to share them. So this one shows more of the serious side of Hinai, but this one is the most like this is the one image I always show people to mislead them into thinking Hinai is a cute show where nothing goes wrong. So here's another one. Here's Murphy again in the middle here. Again with Ashvin. And Tim is his oops, what did I do? Tim is his younger brother. And yeah, okay, let's go back to the art actually. I've opened so many like art tabs now. Let me close these. Okay, anyway. And we're back to Magma. And yeah, Athan plays his brother who is coming to visit him for Christmas. Certainly nothing insane is happening at this current time, and it's a totally normal Christmas where nothing bad will happen.
It's a Christmas episode, guys. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we've made other Hinai Christmas episodes where bad things happen and everyone's really sad and upset with me. Right, guys?
Nothing bad happens ever.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not like our mid-season finale was, our mid-act finale was me ruining everyone's lives on the Christmas episode entitled Christmas, but in Filipino.
If I cover my ears, the deaths never happen.
Exactly. That's correct. Nothing bad ever happens in horror podcast, says Halo Cat. Yeah, and Cherry Mecha says Murphy is canonically hot boy. So true. Cherry Mecha says your chat never bullies you. How dare you? Is that true, Athan? Is that true?
Constantly, all the time.
Good. You deserve it.
I'm not continuing this joke. It's always.
I've seen it.
It's beautiful. But yeah, and Athan plays his younger brother. We have made a lot of inside jokes, like Magnus Archives inside jokes, and yes, this is also another Magnus Archives inside joke, because people may notice that Tim Murphy is named after a Magnus Archives character who died, so we are joking that this is his afterlife. He has been reborn into this world.
Oh, I love that.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah. And here's the best part. So there is a long-running meme in the Magnus Archives where Tim Stoker, who is the character he's named after, and Peter Lucas, voiced by the wonderful Alastair Stewart, basically just they go on a kayaking trip. It's like, I think it was based on like some sort of like stream or something. So Peter Lucas and Tim Stoker go kayaking, and in our podcast we have Alastair in the podcast, playing a different character who is somewhat close to Murphy. So and now Tim Murphy's gonna get to meet him, and they may or may not go kayaking. I think Hinai is just my vehicle for like dumb Magnus Archives inside jokes. Like, there's a real plot there, but also if you listen carefully, it's just I have piled a series of Magnus Archives inside jokes like within the plot of Hinai. I have also named multiple characters Michael, which is another Magnus Archives inside joke, and I hope everyone likes it.
Wait, Michael like hit Cowboy Michael Walters?
I don't know who that is, I'm sorry. I cannot volley the reference that you've just given me.
Sorry, it's Wobegon.
Oh, yes, thank you. As I said,
Magnus started the Michael Mania,
true.
but Wobegon is finishing it.
That's so true. I think my favorite thing is in our thing, there's a character where people think his name is Michael because his nickname is Mikey, but his name is not Michael.
Incredible.
So people have been like speculating, like, his name is Michael, right? I'm like, no, it's not. But his nickname is Mikey.
He told you that.
Yep, it is. His nickname is Mikey. You'll never guess what his actual name is. Yeah, no, not even. Like, think of, like, it is the dumbest thing you'll ever hear, but it'll also make a weird amount of sense once you hear it. But people know. Actually, here's the thing. We had a running joke where people had to guess this character's real name in the Discord, and the only clue that they had was that his nickname was Mikey and that he has 2 first names. And people guessed it. They were able to guess, after like years and years, guess this guy's name, and that's why we're revealing it in January if the podcast comes back, which I hope it does, when the podcast comes back. But the fact that people were able to guess this guy's absolutely insane name, which is not Michael, based on just the nickname Mikey, it is stunning. Like, the people in the Hinai Discord are very good at tracking information. Shout out to Alex who guessed his name.
My fun name story is we ran an escape room event at a hotel one time, and we had this girl, these couple people helping us run it, like one-time employees basically. And this one girl was there, and I forgot how it came up, but Natalie, one of her exes, his name is Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just, I don't care that Natalie dated other people, but the fact she dated somebody named Mickey is such a red flag to me.
Damn.
And that speaks to me, right? That's a reflection of me, like, her standards are low. It's not Mickey. What was it, Natalie? It's not Mickey. It's Mick. Just Mick.
Somehow
Mick is Mick.
No. Somehow worse. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Natalie.
Mick is worse than Mickey.
I understand your... Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah.
And that's a red flag on me. And so we're talking about this at this escape room event. I'm like, Mick is just such a red flag. Like, that's such a terrible name. And the one girl's like, that's my dad's name. I was like, I meant it's my favorite name.
I'm sorry.
Oh no. Oh no.
My bad.
Get a new dad.
And
did your dad date my wife?
Good. Thank goodness not. Oh, Alex just said, imagining Juliano promoting a brand for Vanessa like this. So the other thing that I forgot to mention about this lovely little lad who's dripping blood everywhere, but he's nice, is that his wife is an Instagram influencer. So he's used to saying, click the link.
That adds up.
Right? I mean,
I see
okay.
it.
In all seriousness, she is an Instagram influencer. She's a villain, but she has like a front-facing personality for the public. And one of the things that we have decided is that he appears in the he vaguely appears in the background of her, like photos that she posts on Instagram. And there is an entire like subreddit, there's an entire like video investigation online about what the fuck is in her background, because it looks human but it's not. So even though she is like your very typical, very like totally normal beauty and lifestyle influencer, there is for some reason, like, you know, the Chills top 10, like those horror top 10s on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically there's a whole segment that's just about her and the fact that like a weird, terrifying, scary thing keeps popping up in her backgrounds and she does not acknowledge it ever.
It's just a little guy.
There's a little guy, it's her husband.
A
What do you
loving
want?
little guy.
Yeah, it's just her husband in the background. Like, she doesn't have to put him online.
He's in the corner.
He's just hanging out. He's on the walls, he's on the ceiling.
You see how many times we can reference that song?
There you go.
What'd you say?
We're at 3.
It's the third time.
Oops.
But yeah. Also, for those of you who, can't join this week but are watching the VOD, we are going to be doing a stream next week as well. We're going to be streaming Dead by Daylight. It's
Oh,
gonna
I
be
can't
great.
wait.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm going to play it. I've been
You're
playing
not
it a little
invited
too
to that
much.
one, Landon.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
kidding.
You can, I mean, everyone's invited to chat. It's just that only like 4 of us or 5 of us can play. But yeah, I am excited. It is. I have been playing a little too much Dead by Daylight after our session. And yeah, I may have leveled up quite a few characters since then.
There's just so many games and so little time. I also got sucked
Right.
into Dead by Daylight, but now there's like 5 other games demanding my
I
attention.
know.
Right?
I actually hit a weird point where there are games I'd love to play, but I also no longer have a backlog of music concepts for the show. And so now I'm back to, I have a week per every 2 songs until the end of the season.
Oh boy. It's a lot of work.
It's burying me a little bit.
But you can do it.
Burying
That
you
said,
alive,
where
what
can
you
I
say?
find the high night? Where can I find the high night theme so I can edit it?
Ooh. Yeah, I can send it over. Just remind me when this is done so I can like send that. But fun fact.
Feel that, though.
Oh, on the YouTube.
Like,
Oh, sorry, go on.
go ahead.
Oh.
you're good.
I was just gonna say, like, on the YouTube, Cherry Mecha and Alex are having a conversation where Cherry Mecha says, Alex, I'm so tempted to ask you what his name is, and I feel like I have to earn it. Because, as I said, Alex guessed a character's name. And now they're like, but what was it? So now they're having that discussion.
Alex, tell me the name.
Yeah, Alex, tell who spoke. I actually didn't pay attention.
Just Athan. Tell me the
Athan.
name, Alex. Just tell me. Don't tell anyone else.
Yeah.
Just tell me.
When you hear it, it's going to be very obvious and stupid.
I feel like they're
And
like,
sorry, this is what Mikey is a nickname for?
Yeah, what Mikey is a nickname for.
Hmm.
Let me give you a visual of like what it's going to be, because someone's already guessed it, so I don't mind if people guess it on the stream, but here, I'll show you. So this guy's name is Mikey, but his real name's not Michael. So it's actually Donner. So Donner, one of our main characters, we call him Redacted Donner. Like, we joke about how his name is redacted. And is there a... Oh, I see.
Love a good redacted name.
Right? So
Love a good redacted.
I'll put it here.
Redacted's a great reference.
Yeah. So his name is Redacted Donner, but then we learn later that his nickname is Mikey. However, it's not based on Michael. It is actually based on the fact that he has a first and second name, and then it's Donner. So it.
Oh, is his name like Mike Ezekiel something, and it's Mike E? Like, is it?
It's something like that, except his first name is not Mike in any capacity. So this is actually like M. I. So like his first name is M and then his second name is I. And so his initials are M.I. Donner, but people have guessed through that so it's like basically that's his first name, and then here is his second name.
Matthew Isaiah Donner.
You're on the right track there, but it's really dumb. So and the reason that he redacts it is not for any security purposes, it's just because it's super embarrassing and he hates it. Which is because Donner is a very serious character. So the fact that he just straight up redacts his own name so that nobody can know his first name is like a hilarious like insight into the kind of person he is when he's not like working. Marty Isabel. Well, more embarrassing. You gotta think more embarrassing. Is he a reindeer? Says Natalie. And then Donner like the kebab? Yes. And then somebody says, okay. Natalie said M. Eichel. You're kind of close.
M. Eichel. I hate that.
It's a little close. And then Willow Rose said Massachusetts Institute of Donner. Yes, correct.
That's the name. You got it. We're
You got
done.
it.
Pack it up. School's
Yeah.
over.
We did
Bye,
it.
everybody.
Oops, was that? Yeah. Isn't it beautiful? But yeah,
His
so
name is Martin Ick.
exactly. Michael Eichel. Deichel.
Michael Deichel.
Yeah, Michael Deichel. And when you see his name, you will realize how dumb, how stupid it is, and why he hides it. Mediocre Donner.
Is that not it? Is that not it?
Damn, look at all this Donner slander. I'll have you know Donner is many people's favorite character, and he does not deserve this slander. He does. He deserves this slander. Michael Deichel. That's his true name. Ooh, there's some... I'm looking at the Hinay Discord right now. Fun stuff. Okay, wait. Alright, let me go back. I'm running a stream. Missy Issy Donner. True. But yes, Mikey is a nickname. It was a concession that his nan gave him to, his nan named him, and so he can't, just get rid of the name. But he doesn't like it. So he just goes by Donner. He goes by Redacted Donner.
Maximus Icamus.
What's that?
I like that. Maximus Icamus is what Willow said. I like that.
That is a very good guess, quite frankly. Maximus Icamus. Very good guess. But yeah, now it's just gonna be guessing Donner's name. Oh, let me show you how Donner looks like. That's a good thing to do right now.
I'll be back in a few. Just gonna grab some water.
Absolutely.
Something this is making me think of is when you have some kind of puzzle in a show, and then people are guessing the answers to the puzzle, and there's a guess that's 10 times better than what the answer actually is, and
Yes.
I'm like, damn it.
I've had that many times.
Damn
That's it.
I've had that many times. So there's Donner. Let me get more Donner art. Here he is being all serious and sad. There we go. Bring it over here. Oops, wrong one. Bring it over here. Hello? Nope, didn't work. Let me do that again. Bring him over here. There. Ah! There's Donner again. Look at how serious he is. Look at how sad he is. There's Mary. You know what? Mary's been cheated in this image because she's meant to be way shorter than this. She is 5 feet tall, and all her friends are close to 6 feet, if not 6 feet. So this is not actually the accurate heights. She is being cheated in every image because being 5 feet tall is difficult to draw in a group shot. But there's Donner, and let me find. There's one more art of Donner that I have to look for. And by the way, for people who are curious, the art is either drawn by other people or drawn by me. But I commissioned a lot of Hinai art from my artist friends quite a bit. There's another one. Donner. Oops. Donner. Look at that one. Summertime. Isn't it cute? Where did everyone go? What happened? Hello?
Sorry, I'm locked in trying to remake the High Night theme.
Oh my god, okay.
I got super locked in. My way of practicing for music is just speed running remixes.
Nice.
And so I'm saying,
So,
I'm
okay.
like 5 minutes out.
I'm reading some messages. Willow Rose says, Melissa Icarus Donner. So true. Such amazing drawing, says Natalie. Thank you so much. Amazing artists. Hannah says, she stood on several boxes. Yes, correct. She is standing on... She has a box that everyone gives her. Cherry Mecha says, "Oh, that art." And Willow Rose says, "I wish to know the name. If you stick around to the end of the stream, I'm gonna reveal the name. I promise." And Cherry Mecha says, "Athan, that's going to kill me." Hell yeah. So cute. OMG. Yes, the artist here is the wonderful Siggy Draws, who is a friend of mine who also did my little PNG tubers that I use for gaming streams. Let me find... Wait, there's more Donner art. There's more Donner art. I need to find him. Let me find this guy. And Donner is a super serious, super grumpy detective who is 38 and tired. Wait, here's more Donner art. Here we go.
You know what? We're gonna let Chad decide something for me. Do I want to say to hell with cooking and order a pizza?
Order the pizza.
Yes.
Yes, order the pizza. Why not?
Ugh.
Sorry, we're all enablers.
It's okay. I needed to be enabled, really.
Yeah. There's another Donner art. Look at that. He's got a little smile in this one, but generally he's very grumpy. Look at him. So cute. He is our as I mentioned, so these two are our protagonist and deuteragonist. Ooh, Nerdy Flower says the summer drawing of them is so heart. Hi, Nerdy. Nerdy's one of our wonderful Discord people who is a longtime fan of Hinai. And yes, oh my gosh, we just love. Look at him. Yeah, they're so cute. Donner is the deuteragonist of Hinai, which means, for people who don't know what deuteragonist means, there's a protagonist, which is Mary, and then there's deuteragonist, which is Donner. Basically, they're like co-protagonists, but it's not. But at the beginning, he's just like a main side character. But now he's becoming a protagonist, which is, a sign of certain things to come. But yes, these two are deuteragonists of Hinai. And they are fun characters. What's that?
I've never heard that term before. That's
Really?
Really?
I mean, really? I just told you guys that I dropped out of high school.
No, but I've also just recently heard it, maybe in the last couple of years, to be fair. But where is the other art? I can't find it. I have so much, so many visuals that I have to look through, that I have to sort through, that I'm trying to find Donner and I can't find him. Donner, where are you?
Cat.
What's that?
I said goodnight to Halo Cat.
Oh.
Going to sleep.
Good night, Halo Cat. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining.
I'm conditioned to have chat up constantly at all times.
No, it's perfect because I only check chat every couple minutes, so it's great to see things on time.
I just have the stream up. I've actually just been sitting here for this entire almost 2 hours.
That's so sweet of you to have
just watching the stream.
Right? I mean, I'm glad everyone's entertained. It's just I was thinking I shouldn't put some music on, but then I don't know, maybe in a bit. But here is another Donner and Mary art. Certainly nothing bad happens in this podcast. What are you talking about? As you can see, everything is happy and nothing goes wrong. Ever. right? Right?
Looks fine.
Yeah, everything looks fine. Deuteragonist, the Old Testament book. Yes, correct. But yeah, Deuteragonist
What
is
does
like,
Lewis say, Athan? It's a comedy at its core.
yeah,
It's a
exactly.
comedy at its core. Is this in
Yeah.
3/4?
What's that?
It's in 3/4.
Oh,
Now
the
that
song.
I'm
He's like,
The
he's
song.
editing the thing right now.
I'm live. I'm editing live, and I will be done. I mean, probably in the next 10 minutes, to be honest, with at least the concept.
So fair.
This is in 3/4.
I think so. I think
That's
so.
crazy. Good for you.
Yeah, so a Deuteragonist is the second most important character in the story after the protagonist and before the tritagonist. So yeah, second most important character in the story is Donner, and we are seeing that more and more as time goes on. I mean, it's only been like 49 plus episodes, so you know, like obviously we're getting
Only.
into Donner. Yeah, only 40, only like 6. I think in total they're like 60 plus, which is baby numbers. Anyway. Okay, back to the art. Where is it? Here. What's been happening? Nothing. I should make a new canvas again. All right, let's get rid of everything here. Unless anyone has any objections. I remember words.
I'm good.
All good? All right, let's do another.
Yeah, good.
I'm going to bring her up again, but I will like, okay. 1, 2, bring these two up again to the top so that I can keep the little support hinai, and then make another layer and then put that layer here. And once again, if you want to make a new, like if you want to start drawing again, you just have to do it above this white layer, layer 18. Ta-da! That's my magic. I don't know how many layers we can go until everything goes wrong, but you know.
He yells at us.
But in the meantime, should be good. Yeah, now you can start drawing again if you wish, if you so choose.
Exciting. Okay,
Yeah.
draw the camel that's on your icon.
Oops, not this one. Here we go.
Let's see. See, what's weird though is that I have to look at stream in order to see it. Let's see.
Yeah, that's why I told you to do it. I figured it'd be hard.
Okay, let's see.
There we go. Yeah, that's good. Good things always happen in Hainai. Nothing bad ever happens in Hainai. People don't die and get sad and depressed.
I'm gonna start it tomorrow and take your word at that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a comedy. Okay.
Just in all caps tomorrow. You lied.
You lied. We have an inside joke in the Discord, which is that if we ever have like a Hainai meetup, it'll just be people wanting to fight me in the parking lot of the Denny's. And I'm ready. And I said, like,
I love
well,
that.
bring it. Yeah, I would love that. Not only would I love that, I would fight. Like, you think I won't? I will. We are starting a fight club. I mean,
fight and Denny's? Win-win.
yeah, exactly. And everyone's super nice, everyone's sweet, but also I will absolutely fight for sure. Like, don't even test me. But all seriousness, very cute, everyone's really sweet, and it's all love. Everyone is so nice, everyone's so enthusiastic about the show that they feel a lot of big emotions about it, and that makes me really happy. That makes me feel really like I've made something good. And I appreciate that from everybody who listens. Thank you very much. And let me see. Do you have any messages here? Isn't this so chill, though?
I'm having a great time.
Right?
It's very chill. Oh, Hannah said something really long.
Yeah.
That's
let
too
me
long,
see.
Hannah. I can't read that.
I'm gonna read it. I was listening to the first episodes of Hainai on a plane. Unbeknownst to me, Spotify had not downloaded past, I think, episode 5. So it just stopped, and it was an agonizing wait to get off the plane so I could listen to more. Oh, thank you. But listen, at least you got to listen to the musical episode, you know? And okay, wait. Some people said, Willow said, fight in a pancake, hell yeah. Cherry Mecha said, hey, haha, those cracks. Hey, what's gonna happen in the next few episodes I'm going to listen to, Motzi? Smiley face. I'm like, yeah, good question. Nothing bad happens in Hainai. That's what I'll say every time. Nerdy Flower says, I hope you're not a vegetarian, Motzi, because I've got beef. Damn. Well, I'm a vegetarian and I'm not. Well, anyway. And Hannah said the thing about the plane. Really sweet. Thank you. The Hainai meetup, says Cherry Mecha, will actually just be an anime fight scene. Correct. And Natalie's Dreaming says, the gold cracks are giving kintsugi. Thank you. That's kind of a little bit of what I'm going for.
Natalie, shut up! You're spoiling.
I'm not a vegetarian. Well, I'm a vegetarian and I'm not fucking scared of him. Anyway. Hi, everyone.
It's such a good. It's so dumb. It's so good though.
How are y'all doing?
I'm trying to figure out what kind of pizza I want to order. I have the app pulled up now.
Ooh, you're making me want
Giant
pizza.
Oh.
How dare you? How could you do this to me? Your friend. Oops. Bringing it back to this.
Oh, Nerdy Flower said this might have been noted earlier, but the fundraiser is at 30%.
What? What? Wait. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, wait. I have to. I'm like, I haven't even. That's this dumb thing. I haven't even paying attention to fundraiser. What am I doing? I'm bad at this. Wait. Okay. Let me see. One of the things that I was supposed to do this entire time was pay attention to the fundraiser, and I have not done that, and I'm a fool. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm dumb. So, I'm gonna... Holy crap. So, yeah, the fundraiser's doing pretty good. Okay, so that's... wait, I'm gonna do some quick math in my head. 125... 50. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Fun thing about coffee is that when you buy something, the bar does not move, but when you donate something, the bar moves. So I have to move the bar manually, which is why I was supposed to be paying attention to the bar. But I wasn't, and now you're about to see the number go up.
Ah, that's my favorite.
Number go
game.
burr?
Right? Number
Go up game.
People that are further along in Haine, can you give me like a phrase or a sentence or like a word or something that kind of describes that's kind of like a root phrase, root word, any common themes?
I mean, you can just say Hainai, because that's literally how she opens the episodes. That might be fun.
It's got to be a little more maybe. Let me think. Hold on.
Maybe. Yeah, let me know what else you need, and I'm like, okay. Now we're at 34%. Woo! And at 50%, we will release another episode. Huzzah! Hooray! The fact that, like, I did this entire stream just to get the fundraiser going, and then I did not look at the fundraiser, I'm very smart. You know I'm very smart, right? I'm the smartest person around.
Of course.
So close.
Oh my god, this...
Also, Chad, I love the camel.
This is a good camel!
I'm quite proud of it.
It's a good camel. That's really fun.
I'd say it's pretty close.
Yeah. I like that. That's really cute. Hell yeah. Thank you to everyone who donated, by the way. I don't know if you want me to shout you out now, but I thought it was a giraffe. It might be a giraffe now that I think about it. It could be either from the front.
I check my phone for the first time in an hour, and someone sends me a picture, and they said, finally, a picture of a kid not on their phone, and it is a cartoon drawing of a kid smoking a cigarette. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
Well, at least it's not a phone, right?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Oh my gosh.
It's the first thing I saw opening my phone.
Hell yeah. Okay, so Nerdy says thank you, Hannah, by the way, for reminding me to look at the freaking bar. Nerdy says number go up. Woo, that's a third baby. So true. Cherry Mecha says it's so good, referring to the giraffe/camel. Yeah, Willow said I thought it was giraffe. Hannah says, my brain, whenever you say we will release, autocompletes to Untold Horrors before you can finish. Very true. We will release Untold Horrors. I'm very excited. And Cherry Mecha says, the tier I chose was an early birthday gift to myself. Hell yeah. I will 100% get in touch about all of the shout outs and the dedications and all that. And of course, I hope you enjoy the High Night Journal and the thank you card. I hope you like the thank you card. And yeah, sorry. If anyone wants to talk, you can go now. I just wanted to get those out of the way.
Plug
I'm still
more.
so indecisive about pizza. Yeah, plug more. I'm doing pizza things.
Well, pizza things are important. Every time you talk about pizza, you're making me want pizza. How could you?
Hey Natalie, do you want pizza? Sorry, I'm gonna use this time to talk to my wife real quick and plan dinner.
Hi.
Natalie, how do you feel about pizza?
I'm feeling pizza. Alex says, no phones, just kids living in the moment. Oh boy, they're gonna live for the moment, for sure. That's how it goes. Living for the moment. I'll draw something spooky again, I think is what I'm gonna do, actually.
I actually have a Hinai question.
Yes.
So, besides like the Magnus Archives, what made you finally decide, like, you know what, I'm gonna make my own one of these?
Ooh. Well, so it was mainly, it has a lot of different inspirations, but what made me do it is because it was the pandemic and I was at home and doing nothing, as many people were. And I was listening to the Magnus Archives with my best friend, who is my co-creator. And essentially, like, we were like, we can make this, as you do. Like, we can make this. I like this idea, but we already had ideas for basically I always do a lot of Filipino themed stories, and that's kind of been my bread and butter for a while, like basically queer Filipino themes. It's in my website, like that's my specialty. So I wanted to make a podcast that was that, because I have made comics before, and comics are similar in that the barrier for entry is a lot lower, like, and especially indie comics. So it's been super fun, and I don't know, like, it really was I think it's because Magnus Archives made me realize that you could make a cheap sounding, quote unquote, audio drama that still, makes a really, really good impact. And that's kind of what, like, because I'd listened to Night Vale years ago, but that one was like, proper, like, that not only was that well produced, they also had a musical number at the very end of every episode. So I was like, it's awesome. We can't do that. We are incapable of doing that.
Yeah.
But then I hear Magnus with it's a tape recorder and everything is put through the telephone filter on Audacity. And I'm like, I could do that. So that's kind of what it was. That's like what made me...
Yeah, shout out to mediums where you get to mask the audio quality.
Exactly.
Right.
Genuinely love those.
Yeah.
You could do a musical number on every episode.
I mean, I could,
What do you
like,
mean
sing
that's super
one.
stressful?
Yeah.
It's super stressful. Makes everything hurt inside.
Yeah, what do you mean by
It's
that?
that beautiful low barrier for entry.
Truly.
Like, the most prime example of this that I always throw out is like the Liminal Lands was originally started. The first season was recorded on a gaming headset and like a little Chromebook,
Hell yeah.
like under a blanket. And
Under a
now
blanket.
that show has an absolutely bonkers amount of ratings
There you
and
go.
is doing very well.
Yeah.
And like it was just Wayman and his headset, and then he put a little filter he found over his voice.
That's awesome. And yeah, like,
now it's going on like 5 seasons.
I'm really glad. I'm like, that's kind of what it is, right? Like, it's kind of just like, I really just want to, like, I always like making things, and I've never allowed, like, if it's low enough barrier for entry, I make the thing. I've made comics that way. I have indie comics that I do, and just recently we were able to raise just about, this is in Canadian dollars, so it's like, well, I know in US dollars it was around 18K on Kickstarter for an erotic monster comic. The money doesn't last really, like, when you're, obviously it's all going into production, so that's not like as much as it sounds, and Kickstarter takes 10%, but that was still a very big success. And but basically we had started out just printing our own comics at the cheap, like in the cheapest way possible at the local comic book store, at the local printing store. So similar thing. It's like I just wanted to make the thing, and people like had a good reception to it. And I knew that the only barrier to making it a good show is just to keep going, even when the feedback was like lessening, because when it's fresh people are excited, but when like it takes a while people start dropping off a little bit. But the nice thing is a lot of listeners, like we've always had a listener over time, which makes me really happy, which is why we were able to like to really to sorry, I'm forgetting words, to motivate ourselves even when things were getting tough and even when things were like getting tiring. The fact that we had listeners made me really happy, and so I just kept making it for them, even if there was like it wasn't lucrative in any way. We weren't earning much money, although we do have like a really good patron. We have a lot of really cool patrons now. But yeah, it's just, I guess, like that's kind of a long answer, but basically just the low barrier for entry and knowing that I had to keep going. Otherwise, if I didn't keep going, like, I couldn't tell the story that I really wanted to tell. And the story that I wanted to tell would take years, but it would be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Something cool about audio dramas, though, is like, even if you fall out of consistency, like, say life happens and everything, there are still some fans that are so loyal. Like, another good example of this is like the Moon Crown. Fantastic show with a lot of like really cool Filipino folklore.
Mm-hmm.
Life kind of got in the way, and so the last episode of the season didn't happen for I think like 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
And no one had anything bad to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, they understand,
That's
right?
so nice.
The thing about audio
Yeah.
drama is that most of it is like a passion project. So most people don't have like, like aren't able to be consistent with it if life gets in the way. But I think that's why people are more understanding. But I think also, when you start bringing money into it, there's more of a feeling of like having to be on the ball. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. But it also helps because it does help me with consistency. Like, because now that we've brought money into the mix, I want to, and I love working on Hinai. So having it be my job has made me really happy, because now I have a thing where I feel motivated to keep making it. It doesn't like take away from the joy of making it, that I'm now like have a reason to keep going. This is what I want anyway. I want to work on the thing that I enjoy. I was doing, when I still had a full-time job, I was like literally at the end of my day at around 6 p.m. I would log out of my job, go to a cafe, and then work on Hainai for like until like 10 p.m. and then go home. And even though it was like physically tiring, mentally it wasn't tiring because I liked doing it. And but like imagine like working how many hours a day, right? Like that's also work, but at least with that one I wanted to do it.
It's a satisfied exhaustion.
Yeah. And they're also like, as an animator, they're also different like muscles that you're doing. So I get to rest my writing muscle the entire day and then use it for a couple of hours. But then and then like but then sorry, I'm like trying to remember what I was trying to say. But yeah, basically like when you're doing your art muscle the rest of the day, you can do your writing muscle, and then at the end of it you're not feeling any extra tired, because it's kind of just the thing that you're different tasks, different things that you're doing. I think I answered the question like long ago, but feel free to ask more questions, because I went on a tangent.
That's totally fine. Yeah, I love picking people's brains about this stuff.
Hell yeah.
Because it's like there's always different reasonings for a lot of stuff. Like, I heard really fancy audio dramas first, and so I didn't know about the low barrier. So in my mind, it was like, wow, these are amazing. I could never make one of these.
Right.
And now, like the shows that I really looked up to in finally making mine when I had discovered indie audio dramas, like I've been compared to, and that's just the neatest thing to me because it's like this big flip in ideologies like between what I had then and now. Because now it's like, okay, I'm going to try to do anything that possibly comes to my mind. But back then it was like, I could never do this.
Yeah, exactly. And I think every time there's something new to be discovered. I think one of the things that makes Haina unique in a weird way is that I mean, I guess not entirely unique, but I think one of my approaches is that I treat it as though it is a much, much bigger show than it is. So it's kind of like the way it works. I mean, I make it seem as though like this is an anime. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so like people engage with it like an anime. There are posts where people are screaming about an episode as though somebody else is going to respond to them, and I always make sure people respond to them because I want there to be like a feedback loop of engagement. And that's kind of how more people start like kind of being incentivized to listen to Hainai because they want to be part of that discussion. And yeah, like this goes into marketing stuff, but it's also like how I feel about Hainai. It's like it's still very genuine, even though there's a certain like strategy to it, because that's how I feel about Hainai. I feel like if I don't treat my show as the biggest thing ever, then who will, right?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. That's super fair. That's like, I hold myself to such a ridiculous standard sometimes, but also I know that I have so much stuff going on with audio dramas right now that I have to stop and make time for my own show.
yeah.
Like, working with Stygian, like, there's 5 shows right now that are out and then 5 that are in development. And I have hands in all of those things, but, like, I still hold that sense of importance for my show, even though it's not, like, technically the more successful avenue I have going on right now.
Yeah.
Also, this is unrelated, but I'm taking a break on it, but I linked like the bones of a Hainai concept
In the Discord?
in the Discord. This is like the bones of something. This is not.
I'm gonna play it on stream. Is that okay? No. Yes or no?
That's fine.
Yes?
That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna play it right now. That's awesome. That's such a different vibe. It's so cool.
That's the Grotto effect, baby. No,
Holy crap.
I just
That's so cool.
I need to figure out how to do my glitch effect stuff. Doesn't work in 3.4, so I've got to figure out how to do that.
That's so
I
cool.
don't know how to do that in 3.4.
Also, it's Willow Rose says, does anyone hear a subtle echo behind the party? Yeah, let me know if there's an echo. I might it might be coming from my earphones. I don't know. Like I'm on earphones, but I'm also like having to lean into my mic. So, who knows?
Let me unmute the stream and go crazy real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was walking down the street.
And then also yeah, and Cherry Mecca says what?
It's our voices. So it's everyone but Matzi. Like it's weird. So
Oh, that's weird.
it's almost like we're in mono and Matzi's in stereo.
Huh.
Everything on Twitch is in mono.
Oh no.
Unmute the stream. It's weird. It's really weird.
No, it's doubling up for whatever reason. Twitch is just
Yeah.
mono.
What the hell? Okay, wait, let me see what I can do about this.
There are 2 of me, so that might be it.
How do I fix this?
There's 2 Athens here, so
What the hell? Um. What do I do?
Say something.
I say
Something.
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 There's a weird robotic undertone. It really might be my
Say
earphones.
something, I'll give it
Let me
up
see.
for you.
See if this helps. How about this? Talk again.
I'm
No.
sorry.
Hello, hello. Testing.
Did that help or no?
No, I think it's still there.
It's still
It is
there.
picking up the audio twice. Okay, what are you using to stream?
Just OBS. I mean, you're using Restream, but like OBS is just like streaming directly into Restream. I
On
have it at
OBS?
desktop audio. Let me see if I like. So basically, like I am doing desktop audio from and obviously playing like Discord, on my
Okay, so on your audio mixer, what's enabled? Is it just desktop audio, or is there something else picking up?
mic. Like so so the two of them are just like desktop audio and my microphone, my USB microphone, and that's it. Like those are the two sources. Let me see if I can because it could be
you
my microphone
have-
picking up like some sort of background, but I don't know.
Do you have monitoring on your desktop audio?
Monitoring? Like how?
Yeah, so you can click the little three dots beside desktop audio and go to advanced audio properties
Okay.
and see if it says monitor off.
It is monitor off, yeah.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Should I just switch between them and see if it helps?
See, I have all of mine separated to where Discord's a separate channel,
Yeah.
and I don't even have desktop
Well,
audio.
Yeah.
I have it
I
through
removed
the,
it entirely.
beacon.
Let me know if it like improves because I'm trying to like do some like silly shit here, but let me know if it's help. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna Willow, let me know if it still sounds that way. But if not, I'm gonna try to see if I can like restart things. Not the stream, but like, restart the audio or something. Everyone
If
talk
I'm
right now.
talking right
Go ahead.
now, let's see.
Hello.
I'm saying words.
These are words. This is conversation.
Oh yeah, she heard, by the way.
We're conversing. We're
Yes.
conversing.
Athan sounds better. Does everyone else sound
Athan
better?
sounds better.
Oh no, is it
Wait,
still
That makes me
The
more
others
confused.
Oh
don't.
no, it's only Athan. What?
only
Wait,
Athan's
that,
better?
now I'm more confused.
That's so weird. Okay, let me just try to hear it on my end as well and see if I can. For a second, he sounded better. That's so strange. Okay, let me see if I can listen to the stream and see what the issue is.
Yeah.
I inherently just sound better. That's just what do you got? What can I
Yeah.
say?
Oh, what do we do?
My voice mod software is really weird where if I am in a Discord call with people and I try to like play a game or something like while we're in Discord, I have to go into like Control Delete details and I have to force only one core to process my mic. Because
my
for
God.
some reason it just makes it'll do the robot thing. Like it's like the audio is like trying to be processed in like by multiple ways. So it's like, no, I just tell it, okay, core 0. That's it. You're the one who gets to do all my audio.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I actually can no longer have my phone on the same side of the desk as my audio interface because
does it
turns
do
me
the
into
little
a robot. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I get feedback and
Yep.
I'm robotic.
No, that's weird. Hey, real quick, just because this is easier for me and it inconveniences everyone else, that's fine. Natalie, you texted me and said CC's, but like, how open are you to like a different pizza place, Natalie? Are you looking to like we could just get like Papa John's or something or Domino's or something? Because then I have to go through Uber to order.
Oh yeah.
I'm using your chat to order pizza.
Beautiful.
Like where? I don't know. I just said like Domino's or Papa John's. The fuck? Listen.
Father Jonathan.
Oh.
I also still haven't actually placed this order.
Yeah, Natalie, we gotta hurry up. We gotta beat Landon to order
I'm not
pizza.
hearing any
Counter
issues,
pizza
by the
proposal?
way.
Alright,
I'm not
let me see
hearing
if
that
I
many
unmute the
issues,
stream.
actually,
Yeah.
which
Let me
is
check
weird.
it out.
Do we sound kind of echoey to you just in the call?
I don't. No one sounds echoey to me.
Yeah, no
in
one
the
sounds like
call.
me either. So it may be maybe like restart the stream on your end, Willow. But it sounds okay. I mean, it sounds like
Well, I'm rich.
slightly tinny, but not like to the point that it's noticeable. But hopefully, like, you know, as long as it's like not too bad, I think we'll just stick with it. And just in case,
Counterproposal and then zapping.
I have removed one of my earphones so that now it's hanging far away from the microphone, so that might help, if anything. But yeah. So, all right, let me fix this. We have 30 more. Oh my gosh, we have 30 more minutes. So I'm gonna go through a couple things before we go. One
I
of
do have to go ahead and pop off of here. So
Yeah,
you guys
absolutely.
Have a good night.
Thank you for
having me.
hanging
Have
out
a
for so
lovely rest of
long.
your
Oh my
evening.
gosh, thank you.
Yeah.
This was
Good
super
night.
fun. Thanks for coming over. Bye.
Bye.
Night.
Yeah.
Night.
Okay. Cool.
Night.
Night. And okay.
Not he.
What's that?
Finally.
Yeah. Finally,
No,
he's
yeah.
gone. No, that's so mean. How dare you? Okay. Let me see. There are any other High Night questions? I can like just go through and just show some stuff. I don't know. Show some things that aren't spoilers, and then show some things that could be spoilers. Question mark.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? And because we have a lot of new
I am.
listeners, they might have not seen all of the art that we did a long time ago. But sorry, go on. Wait. I heard somebody
Yeah,
No,
I was
you
gonna
said
say
who's to
something.
say. You said who's to say. I just said I am.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
I only heard
Yeah.
I, and I was like, what happened? What
Yeah,
happened?
something cut out. So I just heard I.
I that's
Um,
just what I did.
Oh, Cherry Mecha says, Motzi
Jerry says,
Motzi.
Mozzie, can I look at this journal?
Yeah, can I look at the journal without spoilers? Hell yes. Okay. Let me get it. All right. Let me get some of the images from because for some reason I can't open the PDF, but I can open like individual images. So I'm gonna do that right now. Hi Nai, where are you, journal? Yes, indeed. I mean, oh wait, Cherry Mech is asking like, can you look at the journal without because Cherry Mech just got the journal. Okay. Can I look at the journal without spoilers? You are. I would say look at it after you finish the until after because you're already on like episode 43, so or 44. So try like you can listen to the rest of the episodes and then look at the journal. I would say because that journal is updated for the mid-act finale, so it may reveal some things that you might not want to know yet. Yeah. So
Cherry, you're actually you in particular. You're not allowed to look at the journal at all. I know you got it, but like you can look at the cover.
That's it.
That's it. All right. So, all right. Let me see. I'll show some non-journal art actually. Let's go from the beginning. Oh, as I mentioned before, we were inspired by Magnus Archives. We made this April. We had a parody episode. And just to give you an idea of what the parody episode was about. Take a look at this. This was the cover of our parody episode, and I think a lot of you may recognize it. Rate that cover.
Oh my god.
Literally
That's
just
such an original logo too.
right, so original. There's nothing like it. We posted an episode that was definitely not the first episode of Magnus Archives, but revoiced, and certainly
Wait,
what?
there's an eye in the center. Is that? Wait, this is ripping off the grotto.
Damn, yeah, we ripped off the grotto. I'm so sorry. So sorry I had to learn it like
is.
this.
That's why it looks familiar.
Damn. And yeah, we also in that parody we the description was original idea, do not steal. Because obviously it was an original idea that nobody else has ever had, and you can't steal it.
No one ever.
No one ever.
Smart.
Exactly. Wait, let me look at the chat. By the way, you can still get your requests in if you donated or are a patron. Oh, Lemon says, thank you guys for having me. Gonna make some posts about fundraising tonight or tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you for, like, you just came on and just wanted to hang out and you were super sweet and now you're gonna make fundraiser posts. Thank you. Appreciate it. If anything with an eye is rip off of the grotto. For some reason I read that as ripping out an eye and I'm like, oh no. Oh boy.
Your face in particular, is like, Willow, your face is a ripoff because you have presumably 2 eyes. Actually, I know you have 2
Exactly.
eyes.
It's a
You're
double
ripping off
ripoff.
the grotto.
It's a double ripoff. Also,
Twice.
oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Right now I'm gonna one of the one of the rewards for High Night is doing a baybayin name tag, which is a ancient Filipino script. And to show you how that would look like, I'm gonna start writing people's names baybayin. Who should go first? Is my question. Who wants their name written in baybayin? What's that?
Landon should go first. And
So-
put a little rest in peace below it.
So lemon.
Lemon, yeah.
Lemon. Okay, I'm gonna write lemon. All right, so let's do a bit of this and a bit of this, and it's gonna look like this. So this is Lemon's name in baybayin. I'll put it here. L.
Move your camel, Tay.
No, it's
Oh
very
yeah,
cute.
hang on, let me.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I can scoot it. I can scoot it.
Lemon.
Scoot that camel out of the way.
There you go.
That's just. Oh, it's gonna. This is gonna look really gross for a second. Hang
Hell
on.
yeah, good.
There's part 1.
Actually, no, it just looks
Just
cute and
give him
furry.
his cam-
That doesn't look gross at
And
all.
then-
You could give him Furby eyes.
True. Oh, I should
then we
read.
just gotta get that lined up again.
Repositions. Yeah. I always need to reposition
There it
things. It's
is.
so funny. But yeah. There we go. Let's reposition that again. A lot of as long as you're not watching this in double speed, it should be fine. So that's lemon. I can show you, like, for real, this is a lemon. That's how you write it. So who wants their name written in baybayin? You can do it right now. Tell me. Tell me for sure.
Tay, it's your turn.
Tay?
Wait. Sorry, who? I got distracted by
You.
idea. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What about me?
Who
It's
wants
your turn.
who wants your name written like this?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Do Taylor.
Taylor. Okay. The interesting thing
Ugh.
about this is that it is by how you say, oops, wrong. It is meant to be it's not based on the letters necessarily, it's based on how it sounds. So it's syllabic. So if I'm gonna write Taylor, it's actually gonna be like this. So I'm gonna show you how it sounds syllabically. Taylor is T Taylor. Taylor. There you go. So this is actually spelled like
That's
this.
long. Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like this. Because that's how it sounds rather than
Huh.
how it's spelled. So it's meant to
That's
be.
really cool.
Yeah, so that's what Taylor looks like. And then who's next?
Me next.
Athan?
You could do Athan, or we could really make it complicated. We could do my actual name.
Yeah, which one? Just
Yeah, let's see how hard. Let's make it long. It's
Sure.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Okay. Jonathan. All right. So we're gonna do this. Oh, yeah, this is a little complicated, but it's fun to write. So it's gonna look like this. Okay, wait. It's one. That, and then nah. Oops. Yeah. Sorry, it's a little too short. Nah. We're gonna run out of space. Actually, no, it's not. It's not too bad. So it's written like this. This is gonna be interesting. So this is. There you go. That's your name. Because there's no J in the ancient Filipino script, so it just looks like that. And cool fun fact: when you put a D and a Y together, that's the J in Filipino script. Jonathan.
Nice.
Yeah, and there's no TH either, so it's just T. There. I'm gonna see. Okay, let me just look in the chat if anyone wants their names written. Let me see. Does anyone want? Yeah, same in Japanese. It would be syllabic. That's cool. It's real. It's ancient Filipino. Who wants their names written? Say hi. Say hello. Say that you want your name written.
Hi.
Oh, Willow says me. So I'm gonna do Willow for this one. Okay. So, okay, wait, let's see. All right. So Willow went first because they said it way earlier. So, okay, I'll say Willow and then Megan and then Natalie and then, okay. The whole gang, that's so true. Okay, I'm going to erase these ones. So say goodbye to your names, everyone. You're not as valuable as the chatters here. As you know.
Bye.
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 All right, they're gone forever. Okay, I'm going to write, All right, so it's Willow first. So Willow's easy, as you can tell. Two syllables. Willow. I'm gonna start here. Willow is that's a W. Nope, that's a W. Sorry, that's a W. There. Willow. Willow. Easy peasy. And then the next one is let me see. Hi. All right. It says here, next one is Megan. All right, Megan. Also pretty easy, although because it's pronounced Megan instead of Megan, maybe it's Megan. I don't actually know. I'll do Megan because it's shorter. Meh. I like the G in this one. Gun. So here's the interesting thing, because it sounds like a U, even though it's an A. I'm gonna make it a U. And then there's N. So it's a meh. Yeah, Megan. So that's another one. And then let's keep going. Also, you guys can talk, you know. Everyone's so quiet.
Locked in.
You're locked in.
Okay.
Megan, your name, if we got rid of that first one,
Megan.
you have the most American name here.
Megan. Okay, Natalie's next. Okay, Natalie. So again, it's all based on how it sounds. Damn. Now I'll do Natalie willingly and in spite of you. Lee. So I think you're starting to see a pattern here. So Lee. Okay, so I'll put the name here. Lee. There you go. Oops. Lee. Okay, and then the next one
in the way. So
is okay. The whole gang, everyone's just like hanging out. Nerdy flower. I'll just put nerdy for this. Oh no, Megan already said. Nerdy flower is Megan. Okay. And then Willow, I already said. Cherry. Should I say cherry or should I say okay? I'll just do cherry. So for cherry, I will do. Let's just separate these. There you go. Okay. Cherry is also interesting because there's no CH in the language, but there is a way to write it. So that's a T. And then this is an S. So cherry. That's an R, a little I. So this is actually, oops, T-S-E-R-I. So a much fancier version of this is going to be your gift if you like did the 80 and higher tier. And then let's see who else. Cherry's done. Hannah's next. Hannah. So let's do it here because Hannah's easy as well. Hannah is like this. Yeah, Hannah. Oops. Nah. There you go. Hannah. Yeah. Okay, let's read more. Isn't it cool? And oh no, you're gonna ruin Natalie's name. Okay, we're all waving. That's so true. Okay. Hannah, and then there is who else? I think everyone. That's everyone. Awesome. Yeah.
Natic gun at the bottom.
There. Yeah, Natagun.
Name Natalie.
So true.
Natagun.
So, for people who are curious, I'll give a quick rundown of how this works. Basically, like,
Yeah, I'm very curious about the accents,
Yeah.
the
Well, the
dashes
accents,
and
They
pluses.
kind of look like how North Korea does like just like quadrant modifiers to do lettering.
That's so
It's
cool.
similar, right?
I actually don't know much about other like other languages, so it's like I'm not
It's
the
like
person to ask.
I'm gonna guess, and you tell me how close I am, but like North Korea has all their letters basically built in like a grid shape, and so you have a primary, and then you would do like accent changes to modify.
Uh,
And this seems similar with how you're
kind
doing the
of.
top
It's
and bottom, but
it's
I might
not
be
like it's not quite as complex. It's really just so I'll give the simplest example. So this is a B. Well, so okay, I'm gonna show you. I'll do this in this is the lesson color. So this is ba.
That's a booby.
Yeah, it's a booby exactly. So this is ba.
Sorry, I meant to whisper that quieter.
Nope, everyone heard you. So
The
this
fact
is-
that it wasn't to anyone makes it much funnier.
yeah, exactly. It's just like you like whispering to yourself, and it's a booby. Okay, so that's the main letter, and you'll see in Hana there are no accents on Hana because this is just the default. Now, when you start making other things, so here's one. It is this one that is E or I, because in Filipino accents you kind of don't differentiate. So whether it's E or I, you get that, and then and then another one, as you can probably tell, very simple. Bottom one, O or U. Now this is was added when the Spaniards came, but basically with a little cross there, that is just yeah, that is just the letter but without any sort of like vowel to it. So this is just B, and this is yeah. So basically that's it. That's literally what it is. Super simple.
Why Natalie have I understand the last character of that, the LI, because it has the dash above it, which is for the EI.
Yeah.
But why does Na and Ta not use any of the modifiers?
Because this is the BA is the default.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I
Yeah.
see.
So the way
That's
the
why
lettering is
Hannah
taught
often
is
does
like
it.
the original alphabet, quote unquote, was abakada egaha ilama nanga o para sa tauaya. So as you notice, every single one of those has an A at the end of it, except for the vowels. And by the way, the vowels themselves also have their own markings. So let me erase this real quick. So yeah, that's super simple, and it's really easy to learn. It's just like obviously not in wide use, so a lot of people don't know how to do it, but it is so easy to learn once you do it. And for the A, it looks like this. That's an A. And then this one is like, how does it look
I'm
again?
so sorry.
Hmm?
I just saw that Natalie, Tay, you said, why is Natalie's name like that? In Natalie, all caps, why are you questioning me? It's very funny.
What is it? Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm gonna quickly do this thing. I forgot the EI. There, EI. Okay, there. Let's go back here. It's like that.
So I assume that would these mainly just be used if like a word starts with a vowel?
Yeah, or like
Or-
there's an individual vowel as one of the syllables essentially, and then of course there's the 3, which is the O U, and that's it. So, for example, because there are a lot of words in Filipino where, for example, I'm gonna give you a word. This is a real word. It's So how would you pronounce this? That's a word in
You
Filipino.
want me to tell you how I pronounce it? On,
Yes.
Just gut read if I saw it.
Yes.
I'd like to apologize in advance.
Go ahead.
I would. Anything with more than 2 A's immediately becomes Murray to me. That's just like that's locked in.
Mari!
I don't know why your calm, like I'd like to apologize in advance, had the exact cadence of someone saying, "I'd like to solve the puzzle" on like Wheel of Fortune.
There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a quick
Yeah,
lesson.
I would
Well,
guess
I
that that's
screamed, by the way.
I would guess that that's Mari.
Yeah, it seems like it,
Or
right?
that it's intended that the A is long, but I don't know.
No. So there are no long vowels in Filipino. So what this actually says is maaari. So as you hear,
Oh, okay.
maaari. So those are three separate syllables, right? So it would
Oh,
look
so that
like
center one would be
ma,
just the A.
yeah,
Mm.
a, ri. Um, yeah, so maaari. So that's literally what it
That is
is,
really cool.
right? And that maaari, even though it looks like Mary but long, maaari means like allow. So maaari ba akong, like, basically you're saying like, is it okay if I do this? Am I allowed to do this? Maaari. And so an interesting thing about this, by the way, I wanted to do one more fun fact about this because I love teaching this. It's just something like a random like knowledge that I have that I use for everything. I have used it to spoil things for Hainai that nobody can read because very few people can actually read this. So that's my favorite activity. Why won't it let me erase though? Is my question. What the hell?
Did you say why won't it allow? Why won't it let you? Like why won't it
There we
allow
go.
you to erase?
Yeah, exactly.
Why
So
not
true.
Ma'ari?
Exactly.
It won't Ma'ari let you. Wait, what were the content? Wait, hold on. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
Exactly. And Natalie got it right. So here, one more fun fact is that if you look, okay, so there's an R here, you can see that R. And then there is there's no D here, but basically this is the D and this is the R. Now, the thing is, this is modern because in actual fact, this is the D and this is the R. And if you notice, they are the same letter, right? Because in Filipino, in Tagalog, in ancient Filipino, the D and the R are the same letter. Because the way they would say it, for example, there's a word like nakaraan. And in a certain way, if you say it a certain way, it sounds like the D and the R are the same. So it's like r, r. The way I'm saying it right now, r, r. You know, like it sounds like both the D and the R, right? Raan. Raan. It's kind of so yeah, they're basically the same letter, but to differentiate them, you put a little notch on the R just to make it clear what we're talking about. That's
It
all.
makes me think of like Japanese doesn't have gendered language, right? Or
Yeah.
gendered words, and so
Mhm.
outside the letters, but for like words themselves, like he, she, them, they, like that's all the same. And then the like context and just like the way it works is kind of what's determining what it is.
Yeah. Exactly. Same in
It's
Filipino.
amazing how much of language is just based on understanding everything around it.
Oh yeah. Here's the funniest thing about this language is that before the Spanish came and added the little cross one to like have a separate like letter, there were certain words where they would just straight up like not include a letter if it didn't have a consonant in front of it. So for example, there's a character or like a figure in mythology that some have referred to as, and we mention her in Hainai as well. She is the god that Mary worships. Her name is Lakampati. Now, there are other versions of this name, and one of them is Lakapati. And the reason for this is because when there is a single like letter that has no vowel attached to it, they just straight up erased it. Like they just pretend it isn't real. So either way, in the original way that this was written, they would have just written it exactly the same, which is la, ka, pa, what's pa? Right, pa, ti. So like in an interesting, weird like dynamic, this could be correct, and this could be correct. But nobody knows because nobody knows if like it's just assumed that you know what the name of the person is. So for example, if you're like, let me find a good one. So like Megan's name would have just been written like this. Let me erase this again. I'm filling up the space. But like if Megan's name was written in the old version, old way, it would have just been May G. That's it. That's all you get. You're not gonna get the N at the end. People just assume that you know what that name is, so that's how your name's gonna be written. No N. No N for you. It's just Mega. So yeah, sorry, I love talking about this shit. It's fun.
That's cool.
And we cover that in the journal because I've spoiled a lot of Hinai spoilers just through writing them in in Bye Bye. Fun fact.
It is funny how, like, not even, how much you can get away with spoiling if you hide it in a media that people aren't expecting it.
Exactly. And just like in a language people don't understand. Like people understand Tagalog, they don't understand Bye Bye. So it's like, yeah. It's like, well, you don't get to know. I'm gonna spoil a big part of Hinai right now, and nobody's gonna know. Here. Here, I'm gonna write it right now. Yeah. There. It's in Tagalog and it's in Baybayin. So even if someone understands one thing, they won't understand the other thing. I've just spoiled a big part of Hinai Act 3. Nobody's ever gonna guess.
No, it's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. You could do that. I mean, you can hide stuff in music. I mean, fuck, you can even have a whole website that's just redacted out, and no one would even
Exactly.
know. 'Cause
Literally.
it's not the media that they're expecting to find it in.
Exactly. That's a big spoiler that I've just shown everybody. Very, very emotional, very sad, very
And no one
crazy.
will know.
No one will know.
And no one
And they'll
will
never
know.
know.
No one will ever know. But yeah. Anyway, now that we're on the last 10 minutes, I really like this stream. I'm really happy everyone stuck around for it. Everyone's so nice. But in the last 10 minutes of Hinai, I'm going to remind everyone that the reason we're doing the stream is because I want to raise money for Hinai Act 3, the rest of Hinai Act 3. And every time we hit 1,000, like, so it's the main goal is 4,000, but every time we hit 1,000, we're going to release another episode. Until we hit 4,000, in which case we go back to the main episodes. So every episode released at 1,000 is like is not a main episode, but it is still a really, really cool, scary, or fun, or just like generally like, important episode for Hinai, even if it's not like necessarily the main plot. It is like a hiatus episode. And we have hit 1,000, and we are now, let me see the, I know words. We are now at 34% of our goal, and when we hit 50%, we're going to release another episode. Woo! Thank you everyone who donated during the stream. It has been awesome. Everyone's super cool. Oh, yes, the name reveal. Okay. So Willow Rose says, I want to know what MID's name is. Oh yeah, true. I'm gonna write it by Bayan, but I'm also gonna reveal it because we know, and you're gonna know it. Like basically, it's gonna be revealed in the episode when we come back from the hiatus. But those of you who watch the stream get to know right now. And once again, Alex guessed this for free. Like not for free. Alex guessed this, and I don't know how. And Alex is a genius. But okay, I'm gonna write it in by Bayan, then I'm gonna tell you. Let me erase all of this by Bayan. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna. There you go. Okay, easy. So. I'm gonna make another layer, and then we're gonna make this the last thing.
Oh, now he might be cooking.
I love, by the way, that the camel / giraffe is still here. Beautiful. All right.
I think now he might be cooking with the Michelle guess.
Exactly. So true. All right. So it's so nickname Mikey, real name. So Donner at the end here, Donner. Which is to say, that's a, wait, okay, there. Sorry, I'm gonna write it over here.
His name is Harp.
Let's see if you're paying attention.
And that's it.
The harp is no, is that
It's
La? No.
It's gonna be really funny because you can actually Google this right now. You can Google by buy-in and then go along, and whoever figures it out first can shout it out. Google by buy-in, and then you'll see all the letters, and you just try to read this.
I'm doing it right now.
And by the way, remember it's by sound, not by letter.
Is it Magnus? No, Mag.
You're right though.
It's
Magnet.
No, it's not an N though. I think that's an L. Magla? No.
No.
I'm trying to find the looking one. I lost it.
Sorry, let me make this a little clearer. There you go.
No,
There.
I'm finding it.
Have you?
Michelob Ultra.
No. Please read it. Please read.
Magal.
No. Magnum opus donor.
G.
That's a G, yes. Remember.
And then it's oh, is that not a le?
That's
not
it.
le. I'm looking at the wrong one.
Yeah. That's not a
Is
le.
it le?
Nope.
That's not le. Yeah.
I'm getting Maglos
Nope,
or
nope, nope.
Maglus.
Nope, nope, it's not an L.
No,
It's not an L.
Yeah.
Look for it. You'll find it.
Oh, that's the. Oh, I see. Okay, so it is Yeah. Okay, so it is Magnus.
It is Magnus.
God damn
It was an inside joke all along.
I already remember that next one was an A. That's an A. That's an A. I remember that.
Exactly.
First, right?
Exactly. Wait.
That's
Okay.
an A,
Okay.
that's
Let me
a
write this down.
modified A.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Magnus.
Magnus Opus Donner. That might actually be
No,
it.
it's not Opus.
Is it Magnus?
Cherry's
Is
very
it
happy.
Magnus Archive?
No,
No.
it's not archives. But okay, I'm gonna help you
That's
a little
an
bit.
A. That's not an R though. So that's an
I'm gonna
A.
help
The
you.
next
Again,
one's a
it's like-
modified A. The modified.
No, it's not an A.
Is that a modified? No, is that a modified T?
No.
No, it's A, like a Y, and then it's like the I one is like a cut,
Mm-hmm.
like a cut, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's B. I already know that's a B.
Mm.
A cut, a kabo, a. Oh, it's Ichabod.
Yeah, it's Ichabod. So
Ichabod.
his name
Magnus
is.
Ichabod Donner.
Yep, Magnus Archives Donner, says Natalie. Yes. So, so as you can, okay. So let me write it down properly. Magnus
Yes, Ichabod.
Ichabod, yeah, or I don't know, Ichabod, yeah, Donner. So as you can probably guess,
He's pretty mid.
I Mikey. Magnus Ichabod Donner. Mikey. That makes sense, right? That's a correct nickname to have, right?
Very good.
Right? This is a normal nickname to give your child. Right? I'm not wrong, you're
I like
wrong.
Magnus.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I recognized the boobies.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
was the B.
The VO, exactly.
I saw that. I was like, I know that one.
I'm
I
so
know
proud
that
of
one.
you.
I'll never
I'm so
forget it.
proud of you. But yes, absurd that someone guessed that. Exactly. Donner's Nan was onto something silly. Yeah, so this is all a Magnus Archives inside joke, but not really, but also yes. His name is Magnus Ichabod
I was
Donner.
really into
That's why he hates
Magnus Archives.
That's why he hates it so much. That's why it's redacted. He is redacted Donner. It is
Redacted, you say?
yeah, his redacted name. He doesn't like the name. It's dumb. He thinks it's a dumb name. That is as Donner's
Remind me-
opinion. Hmm?
Remind me to explain the joke at some point to you soon.
Yes, please do. And yeah,
Okay.
so we're back to redacted, and that's kind of where Mike and Ike was not that far off. Very true. So Magnus Ichabod, and by the way, this is based on my really stupid naming convention, which is what I call the Filipino naming convention, because one more fun fact about Hainai is that sorry. Basically Mary, her nickname is based on her first name, which is Marilag. That's her name. But in the Philippines, she has a different nickname, and her nickname is Chai. So it looks like this, right? Now, her full name is, let me erase this actually. Let me erase some of this. Her full name is erased. He's erased. Marilag Precious Datuin. That's her full name.
Mike and
And
Ike wasn't that far off. It's crazy.
yeah, right. Here's the thing. That's her nickname. And the reason for this is that Filipino nicknames make no fucking sense. Like, this is my whole thing. It's like, okay, it does not make sense that her nickname would be Chai. Where does that come from? Who knows? Nobody knows. That's just how Filipino
Who's to
nicknames
say?
are. What's that?
I just said, who's to say?
Who's to say? Exactly.
I am. I'm to say.
Exactly. So Precious, Mariela Precious Tutuin is Chai is Mary. So this one makes more sense. This is just what people started calling her here in Canada. So that's what we call her. Because she's in Canada in the events of the story. Anyway, I'm gonna wind down this stream. Thank you everyone for joining this wonderful stream. Please
Yeah.
remember.
We should raid into. I think Wobegon Pod is live right now.
What? Ooh, okay.
Could
okay.
raid into them. Get some little cross podcasts.
Oh, maybe so.
Oh,
Great idea.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
Let me just make sure. Please get us to 4K. Let's go. We are now at what was the number? 34%. 34%. Let's go. Okay, that's what I'm gonna leave. Thanks everyone for joining. Thank you everyone who joined. Thank you
for inviting us. This was
yeah,
lovely.
thank you
This
for the
was super
chat.
fun.
This was awesome. Like a draw-in chat, super chill, super fun.
I'm looking forward to next week. Should be fun.
100%. Yes, we are gonna 100% do. We're gonna do Dead by Daylight next week. We're gonna try to kill each other in game. It'll be great. It'll be fun. Let me see how do I raid into, because I'm double streaming, so I don't know if I'm able to, but let's see. Let's see if I can.
You can on Twitch.
Okay.
You can type in /raid and then the channel name. So you could type in something. I'm gonna DM it to you, but you could type something like this.
Okay.
And then it would just start it, and then basically your stream will continue going. So you'd still end like normal, but you let the raid finish first. Twitch would take over your audience at that point, and then you click end.
Absolutely. Okay. All right.
Yeah, just it sends everyone away from this stream, but this stream keeps going.
Oh, absolutely.
But then you just end it really quick after
No worries.
that.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
like-
end it after
yeah.
that. All right. I'm gonna have everyone raid Woebegone. Let's tell them hi for us. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but I know he makes good music. So say hi. Thank you, everyone. I hope you had a good time. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Cherry. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Willow. Thank you, Megan and Alex and Hannah, everyone who joined, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Here we go. Let's see if this raid works.
Have a good night, everyone.
The raid has been created. 10, 9,
raid is
8.
created.
We're coming. We're coming in hot.
It's way more than 10 seconds. I think it's like 30 seconds or something.
So fair. Okay, raiding Woebegone right now. Let's see what happens. Good night, everyone.
night.
It'll take a little while, but let's see. Yeah, it is like the bar is going, but I
you
will
could
wait.
click go now if you wanted to. There's I think you have a button
To stop the stream or
click it
to go?
to make it go. I think there's a stop and a just go right now.
I think
You
there's
don't
one that
wanna
says
wait
like
for
raid now at the top
Raid
of chat, maybe,
now.
but I'm not sure.
Oh, now. Raid will be gone now. It's not letting me click anything, so I think it's just gonna run down the
You
timer.
just wait.
We'll just wait. Okay.
Nobody leave.
Nobody leave. No. Yeah. Good night, everyone. It is the bar is halfway down. I think it's like it is the 30 seconds.
This is wild. I wonder if this is something that like I said at one point and then never touched again, because I'm pretty sure for mine it's like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
This
I mean
is
it
wild.
counted 10 seconds and then it's now going down a really long bar of 30 seconds. So we're just waiting for it to go. I'm waiting for it to
Everyone say
transfer
goodnight.
in.
Everybody click the link.
Yeah.
Everybody get
Everybody
high
click
night
that
to
link.
Everyone
Nicole.
spread high
Everybody
night,
do what you're supposed
love.
to. Everyone click the
Yeah,
link.
and everyone come to the stream next week as well. And we're gonna do a bunch more streams in
Watch us by
January.
Dead by Daylight.
Hell yeah. Okay, 2 raid. Okay, 9, 8. Okay, now it's counting down properly. I think we're about to raid. Good night. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye bye. Okay,
And then now your stream is.
there it is. Yay! We're here.
I'm doing the same message you did, Athan.
Hello.
Where is this? I can't tell.
Hi, Dylan. Bye, Dylan.